Cut me off, Eden?
Did I cut you off?
Oh, never mind. It's just really low.
It's my favorite Michael song.
Liberian Girl would be your favorite Michael song.
What? Liberian Girl and Dirty Diana. Those are my faves.
You think The Weeknd's version's better?
Come on now.
No? I like Dirty Abel better?
Dirty Abel.
Dirty Damaris.
She is Dirty Damaris.
Thank you so much. I walk myself right into these fucking jokes, so I can't even be mad.
This was a video when he had everyone in it, right?
Mm-hmm. Amazing video.
It was the B-side of We Are the World. Just take everyone from the studio and
They were just
put them
chilling.
on a pyramid set.
Yep, they were just chilling, hanging around.
Are we rolling?
I think so.
Oh shit.
We are.
Hey
We're just talking
guys.
shit, you know.
How was the weekend?
Well, we were just talking about The Weeknd.
No, not the
Oh.
weekend, the artist. The weekend as in the days of the week.
I had a much calmer weekend than the rest of this room.
Yeah,
You nasty fucks.
Yeah, Rory, I wanted to have a meeting with you about that, about the staff. But I guess we could just have it on air. Let's have a meeting about our staff on air.
I'm wearing sunglasses so I don't have to look in their eyes.
Yeah. So this weekend I looked in the group chat and we saw that Eden, who we know is the nastiest of them all,
100%.
was curating a orgy or
It appeared that way.
a three-ski
Mm-hmm.
at his what's the name of the bar, Eden?
What's the name of your sex store?
Your fucking
Stumble in.
your cesspool.
Your sex trafficking
The stumble in.
establishment.
No, they stumbled out too.
Yeah.
That's the part you don't tell me. They don't just stumble in, they stumble out. You be back there curating vibes, curating the threesomes and all of that. So Eden was DJing a cesspool.
A swingers club.
Yeah. Carl was on stage doing his best Usher rendition.
He was getting his backgrounds on.
Yeah.
What was Britney's first boyfriend? Kevin Federline. He's got his Kevin Federline
Yeah,
on.
he's definitely
with his
Carl
brother.
Federline.
He is Carl Federline.
Carl.
Yeah, he's Carl
Now-
Federline. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, why you didn't go?
I ain't feel good, man.
Okay.
I still don't like my sinuses, my throat and everything still bothering
Think you
me.
caught something at the Stumble In?
No, I have never been to the
He
Stumble
wasn't
In.
at the Stumble In.
Definitely was not at the Stumble In.
Please tell me you wore a condom at the Stumble In.
You should definitely wear a condom.
Show up with the condom on.
Walk in with the condom on. And then Damaris, what was Damaris doing? She was
At home,
Mm-hmm.
being a child of God.
Nah, I feel like Damaris
She was at Budokan again,
I was not
getting
at
lobster
Budokan.
and shrimp.
Yo, they know you at Budokan at the door?
Yeah.
Of course. Where I'm known. No.
They definitely know Damaris at the door at Budokan. Like, yo, D, come on, we got your table
Yeah.
ready.
I was at home being a child of God.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the staff, man. It's like, I feel like they all have secret lives. Like, after we leave here, I feel like everybody just turns into...
No, I think we haven't fucked up. This is their secret life.
I was about to say.
This
We're
is the secret
we're
life.
the
What
only ones on the outside. We don't know.
SOB's fucking Instagram page story. Like,
He was
Carl,
on
who
SOB's
are you?
Instagram
Who are you
page?
dancing for?
yes.
Michaela, you know Ron School, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so his artist, like one artist, he's like co-managing. He has an artist, so we was doing like stage artist development and stuff. So we like, what performance you would like to perform?
Oh,
so you felt like you developed.
So you're the seasoning.
You was developing
A little seasoning
Well-
on her performance.
while Eden was developing some fucking
Yeah.
foursomes.
Yeah. And Eden thinks he's so innocent. He thinks
I
like he, just
am.
because he stands behind the MacBook and the fucking mic.
Post a couple goals with his girl.
Yeah, he thinks that we
Meanwhile,
don't see through all of that shit.
she's wrangling them all up,
Yeah.
Y'all didn't see
taking these poor innocent women into their dungeon.
Eden posted his girlfriend's vibrator charger on
Whoa,
his...
whoa.
Oh,
You see?
Oh, I'm not in his close
Hey,
friends.
man.
Yeah, I'm not even close. You're his
No,
close friends?
it was on his feed. It was on his main page.
It wasn't even a story. It was just a feed.
Yeah, the main
Damn.
page.
Okay.
You gave the algorithms the vibrator.
The charger, but that's not the point.
What's the point?
Damaris wanted to borrow the charger.
I lost mine.
Oh,
But y'all could text each other that.
yeah. Okay, so
And,
now
like, I'm
more
sure
is
the
being
deli-
revealed. So Damaris wanted to borrow your girlfriend's vibrator charger.
He posted it on the feed.
And then you was like, yo, I need that.
Yes.
What the vibrator takes, I think, the same charger
same-
as
Not
anything
the
else.
Rose, the Rose takes a different charger.
It's a magnetic charger. It's pretty interesting. It's MagSafe.
It's the Apple Watch charger.
Yeah, basically.
Kind of like that, yes.
So you just sit the rolls on that?
Yes. It's not like a regular.
Y'all is a
USB
very
charger.
interesting bunch.
All we have is Vaseline and fucking
And missionary.
yeah. That's
Well,
You guys
first
in
of
your
all-
group sex.
First of all, this is the thing. This was y'all first little innocent weekend at home, and now y'all want to talk shit about
Damaris,
everybody
I'm home
else
all the time.
Wait, hold on.
Just
My
chilling.
first innocent weekend.
Yeah,
We
first-
come in here every week and tell the truth of not doing anything.
Don't do shit. I was actually happy to see y'all Super Bowl weekend. That was like a highlight for me. I don't do shit.
Oh, thank
I
you.
really don't. But now I don't know if I want to hang out with y'all no more because I feel like y'all are like a wild bunch of people, and I don't want to be affiliated.
I would love for both of you or all of you to come to the Stumble In.
We
I feel
really
like
are
I would.
gonna go.
I'd feel pressured. I don't want to feel pressured into group sex with
Yeah,
you.
like why
Ed.
you trying to drag me
With
to
you
your
not.
cesspool? You trying to drag just because you play a groovy tune? It's
Yeah.
still a cesspool.
I've seen the beginning of this movie. Like, yeah, you can just come by to my bar.
Yeah.
Then we in shackles.
Yeah, in the fucking basement at the Stumble In. No, thank you, Ed. Actually, no, let's go. Let's go to Stumble
Let's
In.
definitely go. Not
Let's
this
go to the
weekend, but let's
Stumble
go
In.
next weekend.
Let's go to the Stumble In and let's just watch Ed.
I just want to see your reactions to everything.
Do we need membership cards? Like,
Yeah.
do we have to go through a screening process?
Yeah, do I need an STE
I
test
was
to go in
just
that
about to
motherfucker?
say, do I got to do an HIV screening? Like, what's going on? Because they was face down, ass
You
up
guys
in
won't
there.
have to sign into Office Space to get there.
Good.
Thank
Because
you,
I was
God.
not coming if I had to sign an office space. But
They
I'm
fill
glad
out
that
forms. Have you been in contact with someone with chlamydia in the last 3 days? That's how they do. That's how they do their
In the
forms.
last- Chlamydia takes like what 7-10 days to heal.
I wouldn't know.
I would know. I've never been down that road.
Gross.
Well, I'm
Oh my
glad
God.
that y'all had an eventful, fun weekend. My weekend was kind of chill, didn't do much. Watched the All-Star weekend festivities.
I
Just
see.
chilled out.
Try to give him the Cleveland hat. Fresh back from
Yeah,
Cleveland.
just try to give them a little, keep it on brand with
Mm.
Cleveland and everything.
It's a little offensive. I prefer them as the Cleveland baseball team
Yeah, me too. This is just a hat that I like. I don't
Mhm.
even consider it
with
like-
a racist undertone and overtone.
I don't think it's a race.
Over your head.
I don't look at it that way. This is just
Well, what if you're not Native American?
I am Native American.
Oh, every black person is Native American.
Exactly. See?
Let me guess, you Cherokee.
We the original man. See how fat? Look how I fucked y'all up. Y'all don't have nothing to say behind.
The original Asiatic man has nothing to do with Native Americans.
I think so. Yeah, I could.
You didn't do your science. You
I
did no
did the
knowledge this
science.
morning.
I
You did no knowledge
I
this
know. I
morning.
know. I did knowledge of self this morning.
No mathematics for math
I did
this
knowledge
morning.
of self this morning. If we could go down that hole, I don't want to do that here, but we can
They're
go
not
down that
ready.
hole. But the African man is the original man.
They don't want to talk about the Dead Sea Scrolls today.
Nah, they're not ready for this. Is not that
They're
podcast.
not.
They want to hear about fuck shit, orgies, and some music in between there.
Yeah.
Did any music come out this weekend?
Yes.
Who came out? Who dropped?
Currency dropped Continuous with The Alchemist.
Shout out to Al. Saw Al. Let's see, Al. Was that Friday
Oh, wait.
or Saturday?
I totally forgot you stood me up once again.
I stood you up.
You
when?
stand me up a lot.
When I stood you up?
We were supposed to go to the NBA Leather Tour, Action Bronson, Alchemist, Bodie James, and Earl.
It started
And
fucking pouring, bro.
And we were trying to time up our schedules. I even waited, chilled, killed some time in the city, hit Moya with time. Yo, I'm about to pull up. All right, I'm just parked, walking in now.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard from
Bro,
him until him sitting in the seat right now. Haven't heard from him since.
Since right now?
Yeah.
Nah, as soon as I was ready to leave out, it was fucking pouring outside.
I was sitting there, Benny, yo, where Mall at? And I'm lying like, yo, you on the way.
Were you gonna text Rory and say you weren't coming?
Of course not.
Well,
Yo, we need to address your issues
I
more
was-
because this is a thing that you seem to
no,
do.
I- a bad communicator.
No, I was, but I was like, Rory's probably, by the time I try to head over there, he's going to be gone. Like, I just, that's what I assume. Me and Rory are the same. We do an hour in the spot and we out of there.
that is a fact.
So I kind of was like, he's going. But if I wait for this rain to stop, he's going to be gone. That's what honestly,
but the
got you.
communication is text Rory and say, "Hey, Rory, I'm not coming."
That would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice for male
I
communication to
apologize.
be that way.
I apologize. Yeah, I should have did that. I should have texted him. But
But
Rory knows me
of
by
course,
now.
Soho House didn't stand me up at that one though. But Terminal 5, he'll stand me up. He was going
I'm trying to
crazy in Soho House.
Was I?
He was going a
Was
little
I?
crazy.
I wasn't going crazy at all. I was standing in the back.
You kind of got in your real hip hop bag.
No, I said what's up to a few people, and then stood in the corner, and because there was more people in there than I expected.
Yeah, you
I've never-
ducked,
first of all,
you
we were
ducked the Peter
smoking-
Rosenberg Static Selective photo.
Did I? I didn't see that. I didn't see that photo op. I'm sorry, I missed that. But I said what's up to everybody. I said, you know what I mean? I made my round around the room.
You know what? Hey, I'll take 10,000 photos in a place when I don't want to, and then I'll never see those photos.
Yeah, they just live somewhere.
Like, are they just on a hard drive?
Yeah, they're
Is there just
somebody's
some sick
laptop.
Rory hard drive that's going to be
Absolutely.
revealed one day?
For sure. They just wait for the
I'm gonna speak that into
right
existence,
moment.
and it's not gonna be photos at a at Soho House. It's gonna be some other photos.
That
So they might still
some
be at
stumble
Soho
in.
House.
Some stumble in type of photos.
we had was that was the last day we recorded, or did we record since we went to
I don't know.
Conway's,
No,
I can't keep
you
up.
guys recorded. We
did?
talked about Conway already.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So how was the show though?
It was good. It was really good. Action Bronson is still a great performer. I know he's like calmed down and became like a mature father and shit, which I love. He's healthy, all that bullshit.
Yeah. He eats vegetables.
Yeah.
now.
Like I hate that he's taking care of himself.
Yeah.
And he's in a great mood. His skin is shining.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting. But
Right.
he still puts on a show as if he's still that fucking younger maniac.
Okay.
So I appreciated it. It was really good. Bodie was great. Earl was great. Definitely that, wasn't a lot of women, but the fellas got together. We had a good fella
It's
moment.
okay to have the fellas get together.
There was
and
women backstage.
enjoy raps a little bit.
We do need to talk. We do need to appreciate the backstage real hip hop women.
Yeah.
Because there are women that do like rappers that like rap
Mm-hmm.
because they're intellectual, they have a point of view, all that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we do not give them the credit for the pain they have to endure at the real hip hop shows.
Right. It's a
I
lot.
feel for them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And it's like you also the piece of meat there because it's a bunch of dudes that probably don't get a lot of pussy
Mm-hmm.
now seeing a fine girl next to their favorite rapper, and it's just mayhem.
Well, on the opposite side of that, a lot of the guys that are at these shows, they don't even notice the women. They're more excited to see Bronson and
The
Bodie.
metaphor that just happened.
Yeah, they're like, whatever, she's pretty, but get out of here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
here to see action. So I ran into Al and Derringer and Static at Astor Club. I think that was Saturday.
Okay, he was with the whites.
Ran into them at Astor Club.
Do you think you adjust better with white people since we became friends? Do you know how to handle white people better?
I have a better understanding of white people.
What
for
goes
sure.
through our brain?
Yeah, like I understand how white people operate in certain rooms now. I get it.
Mhm.
I understand. Before I might have took offense. Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with this fucking weirdo?
Because you'd only been around Leor Cohen at that
Exactly. So now that I've been around you more,
point.
yeah.
Us peasants,
Yeah. So now it's like, okay, I understand now.
us non-Jewish execs.
Exactly. Exactly. I understand now. I understand more. But yeah, we had met at Astor, smoked a little bit, talked about some music that's coming out, shit like that. Yeah, man, it was a good night. It's always good to see Al.
I like it. We'll see how boring our lives are compared to y'all's.
Yeah, we just
Nasty
smoke weed
fucks.
and listen to hip hop.
Carl, how come you don't want an artist develop with Earl? Why can't you and your brother do background dances around Earl's music?
Yo.
Yeah, I think that would help take Earl Sweatshirt to the next level.
Like I could see y'all in sweatshirts behind him.
Yeah.
Earl will panic like, dog, what the fuck are y'all doing?
He would have an anxiety attack
Earl
when
will
Carl
start
started
dancing.
doing circles around him.
Earl will start dancing with
It
y'all.
depends on how much weed he smokes.
Earl is
His
silly,
level
man.
high.
He'll learn the routine and start doing it just to be funny.
Hold on. Mark this, because I got to see this in action.
What's
we
this
have-
called?
All of this is going in the, not this, but
Yeah, Carl, we're gonna edit.
the
we're gonna
pictures
edit
of
this into
Eden
the
are
video.
going in. The pictures of Eden is going in. Carl is going. All of this is going into YouTube.
All right. Carl, give it to me. You doing the artist development. You just did an SOBs on the spot when you heard Shorty's music.
Come here.
Give us some
Come here,
Earl
What's
dances.
this giving you? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this giving you right
Let's see
here?
if you a real choreographer.
Can you hear it? Because I know sometimes if the dancer can't hear the bass,
Yeah.
you might need to turn it up just a little bit. Eden. I know they can't. He can't hear the bass. There you go.
So I mean, I
Yeah.
might give him a little like.
Okay.
Okay, Earl just
Yeah.
rapping.
Earl just rapping.
behind him.
Wait, this the same moves you gave Shorty. He getting the same routine?
Nah, her was like a little.
Yo, doing that in front of Earl rapping?
Yo, Earl.
Holy shit.
Yo, man. Carl is the craziest nigga in the world, man.
Can you imagine opening your
Carl took
bubble
his jacket.
Yo, he,
in front of a
Yo.
Earl shit?
not
You
coming
can't
out
hit
the
him.
bubble slow.
You can't hit him with the jacket off the shoulders at an Earl Sweatshirt set, man.
Wow.
Oh my God. That is
All right, that's a way to pop the pot off.
This is a sick bunch that we have surrounding us. I don't think people understand exactly how crazy these people
Sickness attracts sickness.
are. That is true.
Did the hoes go to Cleveland this weekend?
A few of them were out there.
I didn't keep up with the hoes this weekend.
A few of them were out there, but they were moving covertly. They weren't as openly, posting pictures where they were, things like that. Because All-Star Weekend is a little different.
Well, there's no catch in Cleveland.
Well, there is, but it's a little different because All-Star Weekend, right? If you're participating in All-Star Weekend, what happens is if you're not playing in the game Sunday, if you're just like in the 3-point shootout, dunk contest, skills competition, whatever one of those
Just
events,
fucking
Saturday,
bitches all weekend.
You leave out, you fly out either that night if you're one of the players that want to charter a private jet, and you go on vacation because you don't have to be back until I think Wednesday or Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the girls that were there in Cleveland, they were there for the day that whoever they were there to see, and then they fly out on vacation with the guys.
So a little Cleveland
or
layover.
some of them were sent ahead to the Turks or the Bahamas, and you know what I mean. So it was kind of like, if you know, you know. Like if you saw somebody that was wearing a fur on Friday and then Sunday they on the beach,
some sandy toes.
Come on, you know what time it is.
Well, what about the ones that
Rub
didn't
that
catch
small forward shoulders and get them ready for the second half of the year?
What about the ones that couldn't make it on the PJ because of obviously capacity and seatbelts and had to stay the weekend in Cleveland and find them? I don't know, maybe someone doing an activation with Complex.
We got to pray for those women because it's very cold in Cleveland. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Cleveland. It's a worker city. It's a lot of and factories and industrial, good American labor. But as far as like things to do in the winter, and I don't know if that's the place a lot of these harlots would want to be.
Well,
but,
they'll go. Come on, they'll go where the dick is at.
Oh yeah, where the money is. They're gonna go where the money is for sure.
There's a lot of women in Minnesota now because of the Timberwolves.
Absolutely,
for a whole season,
without a doubt.
And Super Bowl, I felt like I saw a lot of them out there.
Super Bowl, yeah, LA.
No, I'm saying when it was in Minnesota, where the fuck it was, Minneapolis.
I don't
like 2 or 3 years ago. It was literally 0 degrees.
But those type of games, of course, they're there.
The All-Star game is they all come together, though.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like I said, All-Star game, a lot of the players they leave right after they're done with their duties for the weekend. Like they fly out and go enjoy 3 or 4 days on the beach.
Were you part of the mayhem that was All-Star weekend in Vegas in 2006? Were you part of the mayhem?
Not
were you
Vegas,
part of that
no.
angry mob that destroyed it? How can you destroy Vegas? Destroying Vegas is insane.
I wasn't
Vegas
in
is undefeated.
Yeah, I wasn't in Vegas for that one, but I think LA was maybe a couple years before after that. That was a shit show.
I did LA All-Star weekend.
Yeah, that was a shit show. That year was like, I mean, LA traffic is horrendous on a regular Wednesday. All-Star weekend LA traffic is something that I don't wish on anybody. That was absolutely crazy.
You tore the city up?
No, I was young. I was young, so I was just happy being out there and being at some of the events. But I didn't go crazy. But now, if I were to go to an All-Star weekend, I would absolutely have a very different experience as an older gentleman.
New York All-Star was weird. What was that? 2015, 14?
2014, 15, something 2014.
In that range.
I think 2013
the
maybe.
Good years. We call those the good years.
But that was see, it's different with New York though. Because it was All-Star weekend, but it didn't feel like it. Because like if you're in Manhattan, it's like it was business as usual. People were just
I went to Griffin like I would have anyways.
Around. It didn't feel like
the
it was something special going on that weekend in New York. Like if you see an athlete walking down Madison, it's like you see that all the time. Like it wasn't you know what I mean? It wasn't weird to see Denzel walking down
I have not seen Denzel walk down for that one.
It was 2015, by the way.
Yeah,
2015. Yeah, it wasn't. So it wasn't. It wasn't. New York is just weird in that way. Where if it could be an event going on and it wouldn't make a difference for us.
I got robbed on All-Star weekend in New Orleans.
Seriously?
Carl was there. He got his shit taken too.
They ran down on y'all?
Listen, man. I never told the story of when we got fucking fleeced. Fuckers fleeced us.
Oh, was this when they cleaned up the van?
Yo, all right. So I thought I told the story, but if not, whatever. I'll keep it quick. We were in New Orleans for All-Star weekend, whatever fucking year that was, because we were doing Palooza. And we stayed, 2017. We stayed there. We had a 15-passenger van. It was a lot of us. We had an Airbnb. Our flights weren't till like later that night or the next morning, but we had to get out of the Airbnb at noon whenever you have to get out. So we put all our shit in a 15-passenger van and drove downtown New Orleans because there was still a bunch of shit going on. It was Sunday, the day of the actual game. So we park the van in what we think is a legitimate lot. Like there's the gate, the guard, the fence, the everything, right? lock the van. Everyone kind of goes about and does their day. People split up, do different things, whatever. And we just say we're all going to meet back here. I had to drive later that night because we had to fly out of past New Orleans because the flights were fucking insane. So I wanted to get some rest and actually, safely drive my friends to their destination. Benner and Peach say, yo, can we get the key? We left some liquor and shit in the van. So I was like, all right, bet. Here's the key. I'm going to go to sleep. Just hold it till we meet again. We meet back at the van at like 10 p.m., whenever the fuck it was. Everyone gets in the van and it's oddly spacious in there. Oddly spacious.
Felt a little lighter.
And it takes everyone a while. Everyone had been drinking a little bit too. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like I got more space today.
Yeah.
We're not crammed in this shit.
Yeah.
Then kind of on cue, everyone goes, where's my bag? Yo, where's my luggage? Where's my suitcase? Where's my laptop? Where's all our camera equipment? When I say they probably came up on, what'd you think, Carl? $60,000, $70,000 worth of shit? Completely just robbed our van because Benner and Peach's dumbass left the van unlocked. Like, imagine.
Are you serious?
Imagine seeing a 15-passenger van, it being unlocked, and it has camera equipment, sneakers, MacBooks,
What was the message from God?
everything. We all went back to New York and whatever we had on that day.
I ain't gonna lie. If I would have been out there trying to steal that shit, I would have kept closing and opening the door like, nah.
That's what
This can't be.
because when he opened that door, he was like, nah.
There's no way. I would have
hold
looked
on.
around like, nah, this is one of those.
The cops
one of
put
those
this
hot
shit
cars.
here.
Yeah, this is one of those hot cars. I'm gonna get in here.
Yeah.
It's gonna get locked in. You got me. No.
What was that show where they would do entrapment on poor kids? They would leave cars unlocked in the hood.
And they try to hotwire them
I
and
never
pull up.
saw
Yeah,
that.
and they
It
kill the cars.
It was a terrible show.
So they leave like nice cars in neighborhoods that's known for carjacking, and on cue, like somebody comes, gets out, park the car, hit the lock. White guy, of course. And then once he walks off or whatever, walks around the corner, guys that's on the block run to the car, break into it, hotwire it, and then pull off. But then the cops are right behind them and they got a switch. It kills the engine. Car shuts off. The door's locked. You can't open it. You can only open it from the outside.
Cameras on the shit. Now you in taxi cab confessions.
Yeah,
like,
cameras
fuck.
all in the dashboard and shit. So I know when they found that van,
They was like,
they probably was like, nah, I've seen
something's up with this shit.
I have Fox. I've seen this shit. Like, but to cut, damn, man, that's fucked up.
Nah, going back to New York and literally and we had like a layover in Charlotte.
So you had time to just think
Yo.
about.
Oh, and so when I say nobody spoke,
And Benner had his stupid faces on. I know they look so
Oh, we
fucking
still-
stupid.
we're not over it to this day. Well, I still hold resentments. Anytime you see me get mad at Benner out of nowhere, it's just because I start remembering shit. I'm like a wife that's been cheated on. Like, I just start thinking shit. Like,
Think about that shit.
I forgave you. We back together, but
But
nah.
yeah, I ain't forget though.
Yeah. What about that other bitch?
Exactly.
Yo.
That shit was
shit, my
terrible.
Well, I'm glad that
Oh, you are.
what
Get
the
your life
fuck?
together.
You down? You okay?
You shook.
let me leave.
Was
that
it
to
you that robbed us? Now you finally you nervous? We on to you now?
I was nowhere near.
Where were you All-Star Weekend?
I was home. Most likely, definitely home.
You was not home in no 2017.
Yeah, I was. Because we were recording it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
home.
was in the pod at that time.
Yeah, I was home. Well, yeah, that sucks.
Nah.
Hopefully, it wasn't an inside job.
Well, I was thinking about that. I thought maybe the person that did the lot was probably telling people or telling
Oh yeah,
their crew like, "Oh, this van just came in,"
yeah.
but it was
No,
it
They
was
didn't have
unlocked.
cameras?
Yeah, and then I think Carl and I tried to, because are we allowed to say this on statute of limitations for your job?
Yeah.
You left that job.
Yeah.
Carl borrowed equipment from the company he was working for.
Jesus.
That was all robbed.
Christ.
So he had to tell his job.
Yeah.
And like we tried to file a police report, and the police were like, "Yo, we're not finding that shit. Like we don't even. What's the point of even doing a report?
Yeah, they're not finding that. That equipment is sold. All niggas is uptown in New Orleans somewhere shooting a video.
Crazy."
Carl, I'm here to tell you now. Don't take not one camera, light, USB switch, nothing out this bitch, for real.
And then didn't you find? Didn't you do like Find My MacBook? And there was a location at one point when we got back to New York.
Trap house though, and I was like,
Wasn't trying to run down and get your shit back.
Y'all pussy was 15 of y'all in there. Y'all ain't
We
get
was in
y'all
New York.
shit?
What am I fly back to New Orleans?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit didn't work until 2 days later. That shit.
Damn,
That's
dude.
fucked up, man.
No, but here's the thing too: it's February. It's not warm in New York. We were in New Orleans where it was warm.
Damn.
We went back in the clothes we had on.
That's
Oh.
tough, man. It's something about having your shit stolen that just it hits you different. It's like it's a different type of like emotion.
I had just bought that MacBook too. Brand fucking new. And buying a MacBook at that time in my life was a foot. Like just buying a MacBook wasn't easy.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it was
rough
rough
for y'all.
I
Damn,
hate
Carl.
that for y'all has me fucking screaming.
I mean, you know, Carl, they probably took your lucky dancer shoes. Did they get the lucky ones?
They took everything. I didn't have them.
Wait, they took y'all clothes too?
Yeah, suitcases, everything. Cam went down there like it was fucking sneaker con. He went down there with 2 full suitcases just of sneakers.
Oh,
Mind you, we also
That's
went
what
to
they wanted. They probably was watching them.
we had suits. We had we was there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We went to fucking beats parties. We had the time of our lives. It was only karma. We couldn't have it that good of a weekend.
Too good of a weekend.
It was way too good of a weekend.
That's karma.
For sure.
Humble yourselves.
Listen, man.
But life is great, man. Right? Y'all healthy. Y'all made it out of New Orleans safe.
Rory got a new MacBook.
Rory got a new MacBook.
It was rough for a while.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to fire up the Dell for a few months.
And
The one
fire
on
up is
diesel.
right.
Oh, you know, it ran on
you
diesel.
definitely got to fucking plug that shit in and let it sit for like 20 minutes before you start using it.
If you got a Dell, you have to look at what the gas prices are because they affect it. That's how the shit runs.
1,000%.
On premium.
I see people with Dells and I'm just like, you have a Dell?
What?
Oh no, that's a MacBook. I thought that was it. I swear. It looked like it.
But Dell tried to
I'm
get
not
fancy and try to
that's
make
what I'm like,
the
wait,
one
is
that looked like a MacBook.
Huh? Yeah, right? Like I thought I'm like, well, no, but that's the Mac.
I've had a Dell before. It
We've
took
all
me
had
a
a
long
Dell.
time to switch to Mac. I don't think that Apple computers are user friendly at all. Like still to this day,
I
I
agree.
have one.
I disagree.
Just because it's like better
It syncs
capable for media
and it syncs with all
shit.
your Apple
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. So it's better for my job, but I did not want to get rid of my Dell computer. Like this is not user.
That's
I
how
don't
I
know how
felt-
to use this shit at all.
That's how I felt about the BlackBerry. I fought the iPhone wave for a long time.
So lie.
Same.
Like I was on a BlackBerry until probably 2012.
I was right there with you. I had the BlackBerry that flipped up with the touchscreen. That's how long I was holding on to BlackBerry shit.
You had to flip BlackBerry?
No, it was like it folded up with a keyboard and it was touchscreen. It was after the
I
curve.
had that one too.
Damn.
No, I was a BlackBerry champ. I was still, once I got on my BBM and was like, damn, everyone's gone. I was like, all right. And they on Instagram with these
Instagram,
filters.
it was
I gotta get
Instagram.
this shit.
Yeah, Instagram made me switch.
Yeah, I held on to my BlackBerry for a long time, man, and I just saw that they discontinued because I thought they brought them back, and then they completely just got rid of the whole BlackBerry thing. I was disappointed.
But I feel like
BlackBerry was a great
What
phone.
was your BBM name?
Something young CEO or some
Oh
corny
my
shit.
God.
You
Not
know
young
that was that era
CEO.
when niggas was wearing wood. I never wore wood jewelry, but this is the era when niggas was wearing wood jewelry.
I remember.
The wood Jesus piece.
I had a wood Jesus piece.
You had a wood Jesus piece?
100%.
He definitely.
I had every one of them wood bead shits from that 2007 to 2011
That
era.
was just a weird time, man. Niggas was
And we just started wearing skinny jeans. It was just,
it was a nasty time. It
we
was
started
nasty
wearing
time.
brighter colors. I don't know why we was wearing
It
mad
was
bright
weird.
colors.
It was weird, but yeah, the BlackBerry was definitely my favorite phone.
And then
Right.
what was the really thin ones? The really thin bead joints. They was specifically in the Bronx. And then I stopped wearing them because they was gang affiliated
Yeah,
at that
you was
point.
blood.
then I was like, wait.
Yo, Rory got put on and didn't even know it.
I was in Concourse Village and my man Danny was like, yo, we can't wear these shits no more. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
nah,
shit.
nah,
All right.
nah. That you can't fuck with.
No.
The wood jewelry, you was safe. You had
I
on
had-
wood jewelry. I just assumed you listened to Mickey Fax and
Without question.
Yeah.
The 09 freshman at Double XL cover was your shit.
Wale, all of that.
Yeah.
That was definitely a time with the G-Shock watches.
Rory, what was your BBM?
I think it might have just been like my AIM name at that time, which I think was like Farrell 2238. I forget. It was something stupid.
Yuck.
It was
Gross.
nothing exciting.
Farrell 22.
Something stupid. I don't even remember. I never knew how to do the name thing.
Rory looked like he'll put like his last name and like what his time was on his last like cross country sprint. Like Farrell 43.
First of all, cross country sprint is hysterical.
Hilarious.
You think I'm
Yo.
Forrest Gump?
Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, you was one of them kids running through Van Cortlandt?
So here's the thing. Here's
I
the
knew
thing.
Rory
Nah,
ran
here's
through
the
Van
thing though.
Cortlandt Park.
Here's the thing though.
What? What's the thing,
Here's
bro?
the thing.
What's
All
the
right.
thing?
I was a sprinter on the track team. Now,
Okay.
to be able to legally practice in the fall,
Yeah.
you had to be technically on the cross country roster.
Okay.
So all the sprinters were on the roster, right?
Uh-huh.
And you had to participate in one cross country meet to say that you was on the roster.
Okay.
Now, Van Cortlandt Park was right there, so it didn't cost the school nothing.
Right
So
there.
all the sprinters had to do the Van Cortlandt Park one. And
I knew it. I knew I saw Rory running through Van
I
Cortlandt
know I
before.
saw Rory.
I couldn't remember where I first saw you, Rory.
That's where
But
we
you-
met.
I was definitely on the corner like, yo, why these niggas keep running through here?
so we would all just be all the way in the back, damn near walking up
Yeah.
all them fucking bum ass hills in Van Cortlandt Park just to be eligible to practice. I used to hate that shit so much.
It's funny that's like, you see how you laugh when I bring that up? That's like a known thing. If
For
you ran
sure.
track and field in New York City, like
Van Cortlandt Park.
you definitely ran Van Cortlandt Park before.
And that shit is suicide hills, whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah,
Van Cortlandt, I don't know if y'all know, the Rocky Mountains are actually in the Bronx.
absolutely.
The hills in Van Cortlandt Park
They keep lying to us and saying it's in Colorado. It's not.
That shit is on Broadway. It's the last stop on the one.
That
You
shit
could
is in the
go
Bronx.
to the Rockies.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, God.
But yeah, BBM shit. Blackberries were the shit, man.
BlackBerry's my favorite phone. They need to bring back the BlackBerry. Favorite phone of all time. I like the iPhone, but something about the BlackBerry was just more user friendly, I think.
I loved BBM.
Yeah.
I got my shit off.
And BBWs, according to Eden, right, Eden?
Absolutely.
Got beside himself because he didn't find the button.
He in there
Find
naked.
the button.
I couldn't find the button fast enough. Sorry.
But I'm trying to think. The only real phone I had was the BlackBerry. Before that, I had some bum ass flip that didn't really work.
I had a Nextel before my BlackBerry, a flip Nextel.
Everyone had the
Nasty
Nextels.
times.
I showed up.
The chocolate remember the chocolates? Y'all don't remember the
That was a
black one
sneaker?
that slid up? It was black with like red details.
Yes, the chocolate from LG. That shit was fire.
The chocolate and then the razors.
I love the.
I remember the razors, the chocolate.
I don't remember chocolate. Razors, I definitely remember. I showed up freshman year of college with a flip phone still, and everyone had their sidekick flipped out, trying to hit me on AIM. I'm like, nah, I got to get back to the computer lab.
That's the one. I never had a sidekick.
I can't get on AIM right now. I felt so bad. I looked at my mom like, you really sent me to the wolves with a flip phone. None of these bitches gonna like me. They can't even. They ask for my AIM on spot, and I take out my fucking Verizon flip phone. Like, I'll T9 you.
Yeah, I felt bad after a while having my BlackBerry because I literally was the only one without an iPhone. Like, it was like people, like niggas got mad at me every time I pulled my phone out.
And I bought for, I think it was like $60 off somebody on campus, their old BlackBerry Curve. And I didn't know how to use that shit at all. I didn't know how to do any of the settings. I didn't know the volume. People kept calling me, texting me, and every single time Jim Jones, Kid Cudi remix Day and Night would play anytime.
Yo,
And I didn't know how to turn it off for like weeks. Like I used to like leave my phone in my dorm because I didn't know how to work it, and Day and Night would come on at the worst moments every time.
You had a sidekick?
No, never had a sidekick. I went from the flip
You
to
had
the
a
BlackBerry
sidekick?
Curve.
I never had a sidekick.
Yeah, I went from Nextel to BlackBerry. I had a Nextel
I
phone.
never had a sidekick.
Skipped the whole sidekick wave.
Well,
Yeah.
Carlene told us about it in the Kanye doc.
Did part 2 come out yet?
No, I think it comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow being Wednesday. I heard a little rumor about episode 3. I don't know it to be true, so I am just being gossipy here.
What's the rumor?
I heard they run out of footage, and episode 3 is just a bunch of YouTube clips.
Wait, are you serious?
That's what I heard.
Nah, man.
I don't know that to be a fact. I heard it from an undisclosed source at Soho House.
Well, I will say this. They are still filming for it because Biggs is doing his interview for it. Or he did it this weekend.
Okay.
So they are still...
So they're probably not editing fast enough.
yeah, they're still getting it together because I know now that I think they're doing more interviews.
Well,
they're bringing in more people.
Probably episode 3. They aired to a few people and were like, this is just a bunch of YouTube footage, guys.
Yeah, and I saw
Go call Biggs.
I saw people kind of like trying to kill Chaka online.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they was like...
Wayno cleaned their ass up real quick.
Yeah, but because I don't even understand why people were even trying to, like, why that even became a thing where they felt like Chaka was being disrespectful or she didn't like Kanye or some shit like that. Like,
well, there's two ways to look at it, whether you know the facts or not. Yes, it was very inspiring to watch one of the greatest ever not get crazy attention and a bit ignored when he's playing records that we now know. Of course, hindsight's 2020. But also, how fucking rude is it to just walk into someone's office when they're working and say, let me rap in your face?
Yeah. And it's funny because Hop was telling me that day, I think they were all in the next office and Jay had just done, I don't know if it was, I forgot which record it was. Damn, I'm gonna text him. It wasn't
On College Dropout?
No, it was for Blueprint, I think.
Blueprint was out at that point. Because he was in the office showing the Blueprint CDs. Like, this changed my life.
It was some record because Hop remembered. He said, it's crazy because we was all in the office and Jay had just recorded one of his biggest records. And they had just like, they were in the office still listening to it. I don't even think it was out yet. So he was like, it's crazy because all of that was happening. Like everybody was in the office listening to Jay's record and Kanye had just came by the office and started playing some of his shit. So it was kind of like, everybody was on this high of Jay was Jay at that, still is, but Blueprint time. And so he said everybody was on that, like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. Once they hear a record back then, like everybody start figuring out how they gonna work the record. And then Kanye come in playing really great music, but it's like, fam, like, this is Hov.
Wayno said the context behind this is he played this song in the office and did this with a camera crew like 10 times. How many times can you have a crazy reaction to something you've heard 10 times? It was kind of annoying at that point. And he was working in the office at that time.
Oh, Wayno trying to get that Kanye smoke.
Well, a lot of people came out to obviously defend Chaka, rightfully so. Chaka's done so much for so many people and music.
I know people don't know, like the casual fan and people that are watching the doc, and they just Chaka is, that first. She's one of the most sweetest, humble, most beautiful, hardworking, motivational, inspirational women that you will run into in this industry,
for sure.
Who really treats everybody she works with like family. So yeah, I don't understand. I don't know even know what that was about, but y'all got that wrong because Chaka is definitely one of the sweetest, most humble people you'll ever meet.
Mm-hmm. She was busy. Shit, she was at work.
And she was working. Like, yeah. And if you know Chaka, that's her face.
Yeah.
You could be playing an amazing fucking record and she'll look at you like,
all right, fam.
Yeah, like, why you didn't call me before you came in here playing this shit? But then she'll text you an hour later and be like, yo, that record is fucking crazy.
And the casual fan has to stop pretending that, like, oh, they didn't know good music when they heard it. Y'all don't know good music when y'all hear it. The only time y'all recognize good music is when people pay to have it on the radio over and over and over again, and it's embedded in your brain. That's when you know good music. You don't recognize it when you first hear it either, so shut up.
Well, the Twitter A&Rs just think, if they think they heard an artist before everyone else, mind you, they heard of it because it finally went through the months and months of steps of everyone behind the scenes believing in it.
Exactly.
That they think they should run a label and would know that if Kanye West came in and be like, you know what? And I think you should get an Adidas deal. That Monday morning quarterback shit, like if I would have seen Kanye and he played All Falls Down, like I would have known that he should design sneakers that day too. Like, I bet you do, fam.
Yeah.
That's not how that works. You don't know. And again, in those times working in the offices, it was literally like everybody was working. And you got Jay-Z, you got, State Property, whatever else is going on, Def Jam. It's all in the same building at that point.
Yeah.
Kanye comes in with, like Wayno said, that wasn't the first. I don't think that was the first day he did that. I'm positive it wasn't the first day he did that. And people are working and it's kind of like, bro, I heard this already. It's great. It's amazing. How many times you gonna run in here with these cameras and just interrupt my day's work and start playing your music?
And the type of people you're playing it for are looking at the music differently. Like, oh, that's Lauryn Hill. That's not gonna get cleared, Kanye.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, this could be the greatest day. Lauryn Hill's not clearing that. Yeah. So, like, I know that you like it, but I would be my job to put it out, and I can tell you now, Lauryn Hill is not clearing that sample.
And it's different from everything else that they were doing at that time anyway. Kanye was different, like Rocks, everything they had going on, all the images, it was street rap. It was completely different from what Kanye was doing. Like, you were just in a whole different lane. But, so everybody's saying they would have recognized different. No, the fuck you wouldn't have.
But still, though, on the other side of that coin, it was super inspiring to watch that.
It was.
And I know that feeling when he's walking around just knocking on the wall because he fucking feels like everyone's ignoring him. I know that feeling. It's inspirational, but when you add context to it, no one's a bad person in that offense.
at all. Some of these people are still loved, highly regarded in the industry and have gone on to do some really, really amazing things. But the documentary, the first episode was amazing. Again, shout out to Cootie.
Donda 2 allegedly coming tomorrow, allegedly.
On Kanye's own streaming platform. I think that's a great idea. I mean, first of all, I got it without us getting into this first. I got to shout out Shooter. Shooter has been putting out his music on his own site, his last however many projects he's done. So I definitely want to salute him because he's been early on that wave of doing that.
Prince too.
Well, yeah.
Prince was at his own streaming shit in 97.
But I'm talking about more recently, sure, like, up and coming artists. So shout out to Shooter. But I like what Kanye's doing. Put the music out on your own platform. I think an artist as big as Kanye, this is kind of a no-brainer to do it this way.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Ye now obviously sees, now that he's in the Billionaires Boys Club for real, I think he's starting to realize what money and business actually is in regards to the music business. Because at the end of the day, Spotify, Apple, all these people are tech companies and merchandise companies. music is just a way to sell their merchandise. It's a commercial for you to buy something at that point. So I think Ye now sees, all right, well, my actual profit in this would be selling the hardware, metaphorically and actually, with the music attached to it.
Right.
Because that's what the tech companies are becoming billionaires off of, not from a song, because they're able to sell how things are being distributed at the end of the day, if that's even a word. So yeah, I see why Ye would never want to do that. I'm not going to give another tech company another free way to make money off of me, just to make y'all more rich.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I just hope that the whatever platform or site that he's on, I hope that it's able to,
Well, it's an actual STEM player, correct?
Yes.
How does STEM player work exactly?
So it can separate. So there's different buttons on it where he can separate just the vocals. You can separate the chords.
Yeah,
you can isolate every single part of the song.
So yeah, I understand.
As the consumer?
Yes.
So you actually get the stems of each song and are able to mess around with the original format. It's like kind of like what I thought engineers and producers were going to do with NFTs. You could buy the original file and you would be able to open it up in Pro Tools and do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. That's why I thought NFTs were going. But with the STEM player shit, it's similar to that, but it's an actual piece of hardware, I believe.
Yes.
So does it have Bluetooth? Am I able?
It's like your own.
Like, do I have to
iPod,
carry it around?
basically.
But just to be able to.
It's small though.
But even then.
It does have an auxiliary output. So you could just connect like something like a regular headphone jack. So you could get the output from it.
So
It
we
needs
have
to be
to
Bluetooth.
we have to order the stem player,
And it comes with the album.
and it comes with the album on it.
I totally understand if everyone goes, I'm not doing that shit. But I do like what Kanye's doing.
Too. Like it will be available on the website when you purchase it. So it'll be in the STEM player, but also like a digital version.
Okay, so there will be an app or something on my phone that would be the STEM player that I pay for monthly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got you.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'm about to say I
like
gotta
that.
wait for a fucking stem player to show up at my door.
In the mail.
Yeah,
hear the
I
album?
think it's a one-time purchase, not a monthly whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that though.
Around what is it? Around $200? I don't know if I'm not mistaken. It's around $200.
So
Yeah, like $220.
So he's charging $220 for his album.
More or less. But who knows how they may move forward with that. Like they may be able to just upload
Music straight to the stem
straight to
player?
your STEM player
That's
somehow.
why I was going to tell you guys that you could put your own tracks in it. Like, so if you guys want to put the stems of a whole different track or other songs, you could do that too.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not going to kill it yet or
interesting.
praise it yet. I do want to see what happens.
I mean,
with
we
it.
got to see it. We got to actually,
Buy one?
buy one and fuck with it a little bit. But I see the idea.
I would just be tight if I paid $200 for this great idea and then the album was trash.
Now that's the
Now I
other
got a
thing.
stem
Now,
player
that's
with
the other
shitty
thing.
music.
Yeah, like that's the other thing.
Let me mute
like,
the entire thing.
But if you're telling me now that, because what it sounds like is you're giving me an iPod,
More or less.
Yeah.
A fancy one.
yeah, and then you're gonna keep because like now I guess if you have the iPod, Kanye can drop a song in the middle of the night and just send it straight to the stem player.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah,
Or
so
to the app.
if he's gonna do that, then I'm not mad at that. If he's gonna be consistently, just releasing his music through that, I'm not mad at it.
Well, I mean, get your bingo cards ready. I think that's what Hov was trying to do with Tidal originally,
Yeah.
with all the artists having shares in it. But again, him admittedly saying the marketing plan was just not it. It
And
was
that's-
like a bunch of millionaires on stage saying, we don't make enough money.
And that's what they
It's
did.
like, no, we don't care. I'm
years
trying to
ago-
pay my rent.
Years ago, Dame and Biggs and Jay, they did the Rock Box. I don't know if you remember
I
the Rock
don't
Box.
remember the rock box.
Yeah, so it was like an iPod,
Mm.
and it came loaded with already like all of the rock artists. Their music was already on there and stuff like that. So it's funny how things kind of go 360. Like
Sure.
ideas are original in a sense, but they're not really original. But yeah, I remember the Rock Box. It was kind of the same thing. The music comes with all the Roc-A-Fella artists and their music already on it, things like that. So I'm guessing this is a more updated, advanced version of that.
And I do miss, we're talking about nostalgic phones and shit. The iPod era was probably my favorite music era. I know it's all on our phone shit and everything is in one place and that's great, but I do miss just having my iPod.
I
Like-
do too. I actually still have my iPod.
I have a couple.
I don't have the charger for them, but I have the iPod.
You can use Damaris's vibrator charger. It's all the same.
the Rose.
It's universal.
It's
It's the iPod charger. It's the same thing.
Go to hell. Wait, does the old iPods, they charge, is it the same charger as the old iPad or no?
No, it's whatever
it's the long,
bigger.
it's the wide flat. one.
I just bought one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I had to charge my LIU iPad. So.
Yeah, nah. The
iPod
iPod was a time, man.
Remember when the U2 one came out, the black and red one?
Remember when their album came in our phones and we could never delete it?
Oh
ever?
my God.
That was you get your new phone.
They don't get enough credit for that.
Yeah,
though.
like you get your new phone and U2 album is sitting right there. It's like, fam, I don't want to listen to this.
But at the same time, we're being hypocrites because since the first iPhone ever, that podcast app was there. No one knew what the fuck it was. Like, why can't I delete this fucking purple? I don't want to listen to this.
Changed our lives.
Now I'm in your phone without you even want to know.
Changed our lives.
I'm going to be in that fucking stem player.
Yeah.
You could just mute my vocals and just listen to Maul.
Yo, I don't like Rory. I just want to hear Maul's voice today.
We should put out the stems for this.
That's fucking hilarious. Putting out the stems for a podcast?
On our future paywall, we're going to put just the stems that you could mess around. You can mute certain parts to make it sound crazier.
That is fucking hilarious, man.
Wow, I feel like this is $1 million idea.
Yeah, but I'm about to say, I don't know if we want to keep this. We might need to edit this out. Yeah, hey, mark this, D. Mark this right here. We might need to edit this out.
Nah, I got copyright already. Let me email Brandy.
Copyright already.
So yeah, shout out Donda 2 coming tonight.
Right.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Allegedly.
Maybe next week.
Lil Durk is coming this weekend.
Yeah, I don't think
today. Lil Durk is coming tomorrow. I'm sorry, tonight basically. 722.
I think I have shitty friends, man.
You think?
I'm seeing I'm including you guys in that.
Yeah. I'm a shitty friend. I know that.
The male compassion towards each other amongst the industry elite. There's poems on Instagram. Lil Baby is buying Durk fucking rollies just for a quick favor. Like I have shitty friends.
No, you have poor friends.
Maul's not poor.
I can't even get that off no more. I can't even lie to Rory about that no more.
The rest of
I have no jewelry on.
Maul is not Maul. Why you ain't buy Rory some nice shit?
When's your birthday?
May 4th.
We going to Vegas for Crime Con.
I'm gonna get Rory a nice gift for his birthday. Yeah, I'm gonna get Rory a nice gift. I'll get you a nice gift. May 4th.
A stumbling membership, quarterly fees paid.
I don't know about a stumble in membership. I don't know if we want to do that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go crazy with the giffies though. Yeah, wow.
The giffies. You gonna send me a gift?
Yeah.
Happy birthday gift?
Yo.
Durk is what, tomorrow?
Yes.
No, not tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
It's fucking Monday.
222. Everybody wants to release on 222.
Yeah, you know.
Even Durk is coming out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he wants to release on 222. It's
okay. No, listen, I like the Tuesday releases instead of the Friday releases.
I love the Tuesday
I missed the Tuesday.
Yeah.
Did Durk put out a track list, anything?
No, not that I see.
Who else is coming?
He said he was coming. Well, nobody. It's the middle of the week, so nobody else is coming, but allegedly Kanye and Durk.
That's a good plan with Durk, though, because you know the Kanye album's not coming out.
Yeah.
So now everyone's gonna be staring at their phones to hitting refresh on their DSPs, and they're just gonna see Durk's face. Well, I might as well listen to this. I like it, Durk. That's a good move.
That's probably what exactly what Durk thought. Like, man, Kanye album is not
fucking way
coming out 222,
and he's gonna gas everyone to just hit refresh on their phone.
Yeah,
and then he's gonna get
good move, Durk.
And he just
That's a hustler's move right there. His
engagement party this weekend, so promo. You know, relationships are promo and rap. So
that is true.
Durk got engaged.
Yeah, he got engaged to his baby mama India. Yes.
Congrats to Durk, man.
I like it.
Yeah, congrats, Durk. That's big, man. I like that. I like seeing young dudes get engaged to their ladies, man. That's dope.
You like that? That's what you like?
I mean, you know, everybody, you know, they give the rappers a bad stigma, especially the young rappers.
Podcasters,
but seeing
too.
Like podcasters too, yeah.
No,
yo, it's never.
I'm so happy for them.
Congratulations!
Looked like it was a beautiful night. And his album's out.
So much
going on.
No.
Holy shit, man!
I can't.
Every time I hear engage, I just totally forget about my guy, man.
Heard it one time. Trash.
Did you guys see Macy Gray? Speaking of that, did you guys see Macy Gray performing a Star Spangled Banner at the All-Star game?
Yes. The national anthem?
I mean, yeah.
Is that the same thing?
I don't think so.
The Star Spangled Banner?
Is that the national anthem?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Is that the song? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Yeah,
Rory threw me off. I'm like,
you know how you know it is, but I'm guessing, like, wait, I don't want to sound stupid, but yeah, it's the same.
Then there's like the Proud to Be an American song. There's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's
there's also God Bless America, so I see the.
It's Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It's all that shit. It's all the same shit.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah, all the same shit. It's Up to You, New York, New York. It's all the same shit.
Mr. Brightside.
Yes, I saw Macy Gray's rendition of the national anthem.
Oh, what happened? Shout out to Macy Gray.
Shout out to Macy Gray. Let's start there. Shout out to her. Good to see Macy Gray.
Much love to her.
My friend Kyrie was in her music video. What was her first song? She had the hit. I try to say goodbye and yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
He's the little kid on the bus that pokes his head up.
Okay.
That's my man Kyrie.
Remember when videos used to do that? Have your homeboy from the block in a random
He
video?
was famous for 2 summers.
He's from the video.
He was at Basketball City going crazy, like famous.
That's funny. But yes, I saw her rendition of the national anthem. But Macy Gray is a unique voice, a unique talent, a unique artist.
All right, well, tell me what happened. Stop with this political shit.
Play it.
It was just...
Mark this, Eden. Play it.
You know, it was just the... it's not what we were used to as far as the national anthem. It wasn't the rendition or the style
Nobody knew
that we're used to.
Yo, the videos I was watching.
So it's kind of like, you know...
It's Black History Month, so it was bothering me to like the white people cackling in the back. That shit was bothering me a little bit.
But do you understand why they were cackling?
I get it, but like, nah.
So see, that's my thing. Sometimes when people are cackling, you got to respect the cackle.
Well, how
the
can they
cackle
ask?
was valid.
Chrisette Michelle could have done it.
Here
She's
to
cool with that
perform
audience.
the Star Spangled Banner.
And it's time. It might be
is
time
an
for us to
acclaimed
uncancel
singer,
Chrisette Michelle. Like,
songwriter.
come on.
Just because
Donnie wasn't that bad, people. We see
She
it.
just doubled down.
We see it.
Maul supports Trump without the $250K offer, so that's why he wants her uncanceled.
Listen, everybody that voted for Biden right now support Trump too.
Okay, I'm just-
he ain't doing shit.
Macy
Canton,
Gray.
Ohio. Macy Gray.
God forgive me, because I respect.
Look at Rory strumming the guitar.
Me and Macy.
Yeah.
Macy Gray always looks like she's exhausted. Like always just like
I
she
gotta
just
do
had a
this.
bad week.
Like I gotta do this. Goddamn kids in the house acting up.
Yeah.
She look like a disgruntled auntie for sure.
Like these ain't even my kids.
Can you see by the dawn's early light?
She's singing this shit exhausted.
Yeah. She's fed up with America.
Yeah, it's a metaphor.
It's a-
Twilight's last gleam.
You gotta go to the end.
Should I skip? Oh, I don't understand why your hand is not over your heart right now. Dude, you don't care about the troops?
The troops.
You don't care about the troops, Damaris?
Take off your hat.
Do you remember 9/11? Just gonna shit on our nation's flag in front of me like this?
This feels very anti-black. Like
Colors don't run.
These colors don't run.
Rory,
Red, white, and blue in my veins.
See, I be forgetting that Rory be Rory because he be sounding a little bit too convincing sometimes in his white manness. Like,
And why they just cut into black people? Why they just keep cutting? Yo,
I want to work in TV.
sports are fucking sick.
Rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting, and air gave proof.
Remember when Lauryn Hill did Unplugged, that whole album? And like you could tell when she just kind of got fed up from the song and just gave up. She's doing this for 3 minutes straight. Look at LeBron trying to keep a straight face.
That off was still.
Did that clip go viral
No.
of LeBron laughing at this shit?
Everybody's laughing.
And then just cut to Bill Murray. Hey. Even the guitar player is looking like, all right.
And the home
Was everybody else booked?
She's saying that shit like the chicken was frying and she got to get back to the stove. She got right the fuck up out of there. Didn't she? I think you're supposed to hold the free note, right?
Yeah.
I think in the music sheet, you're supposed to hold that note a little bit.
As for the fallen soldiers.
Yes. Respect and prayers
Can't
to
be
the fallen
a Trump
American
supporter
soldiers.
and not.
Absolutely.
It's President's Day and we're working.
Yeah, absolutely. I see how you tied it in.
Yeah.
Listen, Macy Gray is just, that's her. If she's gonna do something and perform and give a rendition, it's gonna be Macy Gray. She's not up there to try to sound like Whitney doing the national
She
anthem.
sounded like, remember in Love and Basketball when Quincy's mom found out his father was cheating and she was by the pool and she was like,
She
was
didn't
like,
find out. She had the fucking
she had
photos.
the photos. She's like, I'm just tired.
Yeah,
I'm just Quincy. I am just tired.
absolutely.
That's how she sang the whole national
Rory.
anthem.
How the fact that you have her voice down pat
And
like
the fact that you held that scene in that movie in your brain and like stored it there.
Brain.
Like this is what you was holding that in your brain for this moment right here.
Because now we got to kill movies again. Those photos were crazy.
And it
was he like?
You know how
the cameraman was it like he didn't see when he was closing the curtains. The cameraman at the window.
Like getting caught like that is only movie shit. Like ain't no real nigga getting caught like that. Closing
Plenty of
the
real
curtain.
niggas get caught like that.
Not
Closing the curtain. Show me a real nigga you got a picture closing the curtain.
He's a celebrity. He ain't just he wasn't a regular dude. He was a celebrity basketball player. You have paparazzi.
Not even.
That's what I'm saying. You think these basketball players ain't out here cheating? You ain't gonna catch them closing no curtain to the Four Seasons. That ain't
he was a bench player.
Let me tell you what's not happening. You not gonna catch none of these niggas that's high profile players closing the curtain to the Four Seasons. Not happening.
And first of all, he was a bench player. They didn't really get into that whole bag. And he couldn't get a job for like 10 years. Every time I was like, yeah, I got this guy. He's going to hook me up with a new job. Every single scene.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's a lot of cheating, man. Like every day you got to be like, yo, I got a job. Like
that's because it's not cheating at that point.
That's sex addiction at that point.
You have a whole nother relationship with a woman. Cheating is when
Quincy might have been the sidekick.
Yo.
Yeah, we don't get.
Yo.
Are we gonna go there today?
No.
The main ain't always the main.
Can we go there today?
No.
Please? All right. Never
It's
mind.
fine. We did the side chick before. But there is a day when we need to realize the main, when you start adding up the checklist of things that are happening, you're not really the main.
Like if we not going there, D. I'm gonna just throw this question out. You could table it, put it in your MacBook. How do we know who's the main if the guy is treating both of them the same?
The one who has access to the money is the main.
Neither do.
Neither do. Oh, then they both decide.
Access to the
Bank
money?
of America is the main?
Yes.
I mean, you got to really think about it.
I agree with you. I think a lot of the times the main is not really the main at all. They just get the title of the main, and you do that just to keep a happy home.
And guys, we have to take some of the blame for that shit because the game
we're going through things.
No, but the game got fucked up because guys started treating the sides like the main. We know that, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to kind of look at it something and be like, how you know you the main though?
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. You're not gonna get an argument.
Like, you cheating on me? It's like
go down the checklist.
I don't know if he's cheating on you.
You are the side.
Yeah, like we'll save that for another day. Let's just save that though. Let's just leave that there and let's save that.
And we'll leave loving basketball because Quincy was pussy.
Damn,
fam, how are you a fucking? All right, man. Spent your whole life focused on basketball. You want to eventually go to the NBA. You want to play at USC. You're just gonna throw your whole path off because your dad cheated and he wanted you to stay in college. So instead, you're gonna be like, well, I'm not ready for the pros, but let me just try to go to the draft. And then leaves his girl because she didn't want to stand on the bleachers with him too long. You were supposed to be there. Like, fam, I was there. We could have just went inside.
Yeah, like
she literally said, yo, we could just go in my room and
she just had to be in the dorm.
And it's like,
he got upset.
Now you go break up. You were supposed to fucking be there. Like, no, I was sitting next to you, sir.
That movie.
And then you leave your girl and your fucking.
It's overrated. That's why I keep saying that.
Really?
Yeah, that movie is overrated.
I'm not gonna say overrated.
It's a classic.
I think it's a good movie.
It's Mac overrated classics.
And Quincy.
That's
and then,
true.
Then on top of that, how pussy Quincy is. He then gets a fucking wife, and the day before his wedding,
plays somebody
leaves
one-on-one
because he lost in one-on-one. What an emotional train wreck.
That's gangster.
And then he became a fucking NBA house husband the way I am now, sitting courtside while his girl goes out there and gets busy because he wanted to fucking leave USC and not develop his game before going to the league because his father cheated.
Well, no, that's not.
How do you connect those two things?
He tore his knee. He did tore. He blew his knee out, so his career was over as a result of it.
Well, he could have developed his game more and been a top lottery pick instead of going to the league after his freshman year.
I mean, listen, Loving Basketball is one of those movies that as you get older, you start to really understand relationships, and then you went to college and you know how those relationships are in college. You look back and you're like, that's not how it goes. It doesn't happen like that.
Nobody's paying for a wedding, getting all the way to the wedding, and just because you got a nice jump shot, I'm throwing away all this money I spent on my wedding.
Richard Jefferson did. Richard Jefferson left his wife literally the day of the wedding.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, what she did.
Yo.
What she did, man.
Questions that need answers.
And was she even the main?
He probably was at the real wedding.
Yo.
Try to do double up. Save some money with a joint reception.
Wifey? Yeah, like get out of here.
That's funny. And
wow,
Derek
at the
Fisher and Matt
altar.
Barnes.
Yeah, he wow, she was a net dancer. Left her at the altar.
Yeah, left her at the altar day of.
But what she did though?
I don't know. I never got that full story. I don't know. He probably found out some things he didn't like.
He probably got scared.
Found out.
That's a
They
sick.
said he called 2 hours before the wedding.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
At least he called. Maul wouldn't have called.
Yeah,
He would have said he was on the way, and then we would have heard from him 4 days later.
And then y'all just would have just known, like, all right, he's not getting married. He's not coming.
It's got to be awkward, not even for Richard Jefferson, like all his friends that are there.
That's
like,
what
imagine now having to take the blow for your man's. Like
that's what I thought about when it happened.
No, they kept drinking on his card because it was open bar on his card, and they kept drinking. They enjoyed the wedding.
So he basically turned it into. Why would you want to have?
Yeah,
a party?
but what, like if I'm your best man or even just your friend at that wedding, I'm staying for the reception with I can't do that.
Nah, you can't stay there. First of all, you know the bride or the almost bride.
Mm-hmm.
You know her and her whole crew family. They left. They somewhere at the hotel. She's crying her heart out, heartbroken. The family is ready to kill Richard Jefferson
For sure.
Imagine me and you and some of the homies still in the ballroom and Ed and DJing, and we just like what are we celebrating?
And then texting Richard, yo, coast is clear.
Yeah.
Come through.
Come through. And we got
going.
And we got some bitches coming.
You know the other dancers?
And we got some bitches.
We got the Knicks
coming.
dancers coming instead.
Yo, men ain't shit. I love it though, man.
100%. But who knows? She probably did some foul shit.
Probably.
She could have
Always gotta
been
be the
living a
woman.
double life.
Always got to be the woman. So, when I posted, I don't know if you guys saw. I know the rest of the internet didn't see. When I posted on my page about the couple from New York that lives in separate houses, the wife and husband live in
These
separate
successful
houses.
relationship you're
And
talking
they're-
about?
Yes, and they're extremely happy. And everybody was in my fucking DM. A lot of people agree with me, but a lot of people in my DMs was like, "Oh, nah, they both cheating. Everybody's cheating. They only doing that because they cheat." And I'm like, y'all really don't like being alone? Y'all think if
No, you know what drives someone to cheat? Looking at face to face with the
Yes.
same fucking person.
that is what makes you want to cheat. Being
That's a
next to
fact.
that it makes you want somebody else. Like, I'm literally tired of you.
So you agree with living in separate houses?
Yeah, that's what I would like that for a portion. Maybe not my whole marriage, like when we have kids, but like a portion of my marriage. Yeah,
No, I think
living
it's
in separate houses.
I mean, you have to have money to do that, even if
Yes,
you are living
especially
in
in
different
New York
places.
City.
But I think it's a better strategy, for at least for a while, with certain type of people.
I understand needing space. I'm the advocate of that. I just don't know how realistic it is to be married and have kids and still have separate.
Well, they don't have kids. I'm talking about before you have kids because
Okay.
they don't have kids.
Okay.
Yeah, they wanted to live for.
Are they married?
They're married. They wanted to do 3 years. They got married straight out of college. They wanted to do 3 years apart, like not apart, but 3 years living separately, before they had kids and stuff like that.
And what can't Maul understand?
He getting that off.
My parents
It
lived in
was her
separate
idea.
houses.
Huh?
It was her idea.
It was her idea.
Yeah, she wanted. They got married literally straight out of college. They're
That whore.
oh my
She's
god.
definitely fucking.
No,
That poor guy.
Absolutely.
he just was working, and because he was working so much, she fell into like those wife roles. But they were still really young. They were like 21,
straight out of college,
22.
super
Yeah,
young.
so they were like, I don't want to do this. Like she wants to pursue her career. He wants to pursue his. So they got separate apartments, and they said they stayed a night together, probably 3 to 4 nights out the week.
Okay.
And the other nights, they take time to themselves,
Go to
cool
stuff,
off from
stumble
work,
in
stuff
type
like
shit.
that.
I'm not mad
Yeah.
at that. Question: do they have keys to each other's
I
apartments?
think so. Yes,
We need to
for
find out.
for safety reasons and things like that, of course.
Safety, right? That's always safety.
It's always
reasons,
have to
right?
be safe.
Not for some pop ups.
Yeah, safety. Safety.
But they're married, so
So
That mean.
I'm just saying they're married, so of course they have keys to each other.
Oh, okay. I thought you mean they're married, so that means they're not cheating on each other.
No, but I just think outside of the cheating shit, I think that's a really good idea.
I do too. I'm not mad at that. Like, I think that I'm an advocate. You need your own space. You need to miss people. You need to not be in each
Maul, I
other's
can
face.
see you doing that. You like your
Absolutely.
own space.
What? They're my idols. I hope it works. So they could be like we could have their face on the fucking Mount Rushmore.
have you lived with a woman before? I'm sure
Not
we've talked about it, but I
lived,
don't
but
remember.
we definitely like 4 days out the week. We were definitely
Fake
in each
lived.
other's house. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different though. Because I've done both, and it's drastically different when someone actually lives with you.
You don't really know your partner until you live with them.
You don't know anyone.
Yeah.
My first apartment was with my best friend since kindergarten, who lived across the street from me.
You guys
and
still
I
friends?
learned more about him in that year living together than I did in the 22 years prior.
Yeah, like you be living with a girl and like you be like, oh, you a nasty motherfucker. Like I didn't know this bitch was this nasty. Like,
Yeah, I'm resenting
you
you
just
over
shit
a
everywhere,
dish.
huh? Like you're not gonna clean none of this
Yeah.
up. All right, cool. See, it's good. It's cool to get cute and get dressed up and meet a nigga at dinner and all that. Like, damn, this bitch is bad. Like,
Yeah, till you see that makeup all over your goddamn bathroom.
yeah, no,
counter.
2
Hair
3 weeks,
everywhere.
Yeah, 3 weeks live with her.
Mhm.
See how she leave the bathroom and the kitchen and clothes everywhere once she gets undressed. Like, yeah,
With men, you should wash your sheets once a week at minimum.
at minimum.
At minimum.
Absolutely.
If you live with a woman, you might have to change your sheets every day
Damn, why?
because women are nasty.
They shed?
They shed. There's makeup all over pillows. There's period shit everywhere.
Wait. So, wait.
Rory.
Period shit, or do you mean like
Even when they
stuff for her period?
when they have sex, it's way easier for them to get shit all over the sheets without knowing than it is with us. At least we can point and aim.
Yeah.
Like we know what, or just leave it in.
Yeah.
They're just discharge. It's just stuff everywhere.
Discharge. What's wrong with this?
He's exaggerating, but he's not lying.
No, I understand. Listen,
Women will
I
dirty
know.
up your sheets in an hour.
I know. Like, trust me, I understand exactly what. That's why I say you don't know your woman until y'all live together. Absolutely. You have to live with your partner. You have to have that waking up, go to sleep for a certain amount of days before you can really understand and say, okay, this is the person I want to be with.
So why not like let's push that off for as long as we can push that off for? Like let's live in our separate apartments
I'm with that.
and enjoy, still date.
I am with
know?
I am 100% with having your own. You know, I understand as you have kids and all that, that's almost impossible.
Yeah.
But you still need your space, like a man cave, right? You have your spot in the crib, basement or whatever is yours.
It's
The
rich
guy can
talk.
go down there and kind of just.
It's not the same because they can still come bother you. I can hear you upstairs.
I can hear the fun and the happiness you're having down there.
Oh,
I must
y'all
come
want to be
disrupted.
completely removed.
Did you notice that women think the no shoes rule doesn't apply to heels? When they get ready, they'll walk over the whole fucking house in their heels like
Oh,
those
yeah,
things
yeah.
aren't outside.
Yeah.
No, we have a no shoe rule here.
Yeah. No, but
I
the
go to
heels-
the door with mine.
No, because the heels is part of the. They have to put the heels on to see it complete.
Yeah, we
the
got
outfit.
standing up in the mirror.
That doesn't mean you have to
Dell, Rory.
run around the entire apartment
They're practicing.
to cut up my wood floors. And
Yeah.
those were once outside those heels. They're not brand new out the box.
They're practicing their strut for the evening. Because heels, you got to get in them and you got to kind of like let them form to your feet.
How do you know?
Well, I'm only guessing because they're so
okay, man.
narrow, and
Mhm.
I don't wear heels on my off days.
Listen,
Rory.
I would never
Promise.
judge you. I would never.
You got
If
nice
our sneaker
calves.
battle,
would
you
look
can bring
nice
some
in
heels.
Excuse me?
You have nice calves. You would look nice in heels.
She's been checking out your calves, man. What do you want?
You can't even see my calves. What are you talking
You can see the definition. You can see your calf print.
about? Yo,
can see
telling
your
a
calf
man
print.
you got nice calves, you will look good in heels.
Yeah. We see your
Thanks,
calf print.
Damaris.
No
I appreciate you. Thank you.
course.
What were you just talking about before this? Yo, my
Little
man,
Durk's album.
one of my friends posted a photo, speaking of discharge and nasty shit, posted a photo on IG of like, you know the big mozzarella sticks that are now trendy? It's like a big ass mozzarella stick.
I haven't seen it, but where
It's a
is it?
thing.
That just
Need to see
sounds
it.
So
disgusting.
they cut it and like the cheese comes out. And this gentleman who I went to college with posted it and said, it reminds me of her, which I then replied, does she have a yeast infection?
Yes, you didn't even have to ask. If that reminds him of her,
Yo, people telling
Yes.
themselves every day.
yeah, I'm about to say that is what reminds you of her.
I
She's
was
had a yeast
thoroughly
infection, bro.
disgusted.
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
no, she's not wet. That's
That's just that should make
The creamers be trying to get that off. but
the creamers.
The creamers try to get that off.
The creamers have a lot to say about the squirters, I've noticed. Creamers are nasty.
Yeah, that seems to be a
But it's a
epic
certain-
battle.
But it's a certain cream though, where you know it's not like
Maul, I do not need a repeat of last episode with you.
what.
I do not.
I'm just saying
I do not
it's
need
a
a
difference. I'm just saying that women that cream, and then there's women that you like. That's something ain't right with that. That's a little too thick.
It's the consistency.
There it is. It's the consistency. It's the texture.
Do you guys test for that at the Stumble In? Do you have a
Absolutely.
lab?
Absolutely. No, he does. He leaves the
Samples?
Yeah, and then puts a playlist on and just goes to the bathroom and starts swabbing
Swab,
everybody.
yeah. He is the swabber.
He saves all his
Yeah.
popsicles. I'm like, come here, you. He saved his popsicle sticks.
I am fucking utterly disgusted.
Can only take temperature in the asshole.
Oh yeah, you
Like,
use the mouth temp.
Yeah, they don't have office space. They have Eden space. You turn around and checks your ass for COVID.
It's so weird. Like I thought it was a nasal thing.
Nah, they said you could test it through the ass now. And
I am tired.
Yeah,
I am just tired. I am so tired.
You did this.
Yo, I'm done.
Yo, man, y'all are a sick bunch of people, man. I swear to God.
I am fucking done.
Give us some hot topics, Damaris.
Yo, there are no hot topics.
Who is my great aunt that has COVID, Damaris?
Oh, Queen Elizabeth.
That is your great aunt.
Oh, she has COVID?
Yeah.
You didn't
See,
check on your
ain't even
family?
know. You ain't even check
Nah,
on your
I ain't
fam.
speak to auntie in a minute.
You know in the family group chat?
I ain't hit auntie in a minute, yo.
Yeah.
Only when you need something, huh?
I think auntie cut me off. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't speak to her in a little while, man. I think she cut me off. But damn, prayers to Queen Elizabeth.
Sure.
Hopefully
Sure. Yo,
she recovers.
Rory?
She recovers soon.
Prayers to everyone.
Prayers to everybody.
Nothing happened.
I watched that Boeing doc on Netflix that just came out.
Boeing? Like
Boeing that like makes planes and shit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was like kind of unaware of those cases and that were going on. Like I remember the plane crashes.
Mm-hmm.
Once the doc started, I was thinking this was like a while ago, and then it was like, oh, President Trump grounds all aircrafts, and I'm like, wait, this just happened?
When was this?
Boeing, within the past 4 years, maybe. Boeing had sold 2 planes that were fucked up and both crashed within 5 months of each other, and were blaming it on the pilots. One was in somewhere in Africa, and I forgot where the other one was. And they were blaming it on the pilots and the countries, like American pilots would never. It was the Trump era, so you know America was fucking great.
Yeah, everybody was beefing. Yeah.
So then they get into the history of Boeing and like exposed when they brought in the new CEOs that were like, this is not a safety company. This is a profitable company. They cut all the safety inspectors. Shorty was like, yeah, there used to be 15 safety inspectors per part of the plane when they were building it to check every fucking screw that goes in before they can move on to the next one. They cut it down to just one person for a whole plane.
Oh, wow.
Yo, what the fuck?
That's scary as fuck.
And they were encouraging mechanics just to not even check shit, just sign off because they were trying to hit all these deadlines with these planes.
Mm-hmm.
And the safety shit would bring it back. Like, we can't move on until this part is approved by the FDA, whatever the fuck
TSA.
it is. And they would just forge in that shit and like just moved on to the next thing. They put in the report, usually it's like, no matter what, there's a possibility of one plane crash from this fleet that we're doing. There's like, no matter what, it has to maybe be one.
Mm-hmm.
They was throwing 15 on that shit. It was inevitable 15 of these planes are going to crash. These are regular commercial shits that everyone gets on every day.
That's what scares me about every time we travel and we have to fly. That's what scares me, because you there's humans behind all of this. There's humans flying the plane. There's humans that build the planes. There's humans that inspect the planes. It's human error. You know what I mean? But in this case, this is just capitalism and not wanting to spend money and cutting corners. Whereas like now you're putting, thousands of lives at risk every time this plane takes off because you only have one person inspecting parts of the plane, whereas it was 15 people.
Yeah. And
that shit is scary, man.
The CEO would like a bunch of the Boeing employees got together and like had like a secret meeting about shit of like, oh, this is like very unsafe. What's going on here? And they wanted to file a report, and the CEO wouldn't let them because it would then affect, if a plane does crash, they have to give up like all the reports, safety reports that they had. So they would say you're not, anyone that tried to file a safety report would either get fired or laid off, or like they would cut their pay if they would try to do a safety report. That's how sick Boeing was.
Wow.
And this all happened recently.
Yeah, it was during March 2019 to December 2020.
Like, this shit is current.
But I'm guessing that those planes have been grounded.
Oh, yeah, they got grounded.
Okay, cool.
For sure. But
did they say what airline?
No, all airlines buy them.
Yeah, it's the Boeing.
This is
the people who
Boeing,
make
just
the
they
actual
selling
plane
the planes
and
to the
planes.
okay, got
And
you,
just
got
throw
you,
their
got
logo
you.
on it and keep it pushing. And they were even saying, because airlines require, when they buy planes from Boeing or other companies, they require their pilots to obviously do a certain amount of training hours with the new plane, because all planes are different to some degree. Boeing put out like this new joint, like their fucking Yeezy 3.0, And they were like, oh, it's like the other one. So your pilots don't need to do training.
Mhm.
Mind you, it was a completely different system. And that's why these 2 planes crashed, because they didn't know what the fuck to do. Plus, the mechanical shit was all fucked up.
Mhm.
So Boeing also is telling companies that they're selling shit to, which shouldn't even be their fucking business, that y'all could just buy these planes. They're the same. You don't even need to train your pilots.
Yeah, that's some scary shit, man. See, shit like that, I don't... Because then you start thinking like, okay, is it still happening?
They were showing old wires and shit, and the lady was explaining that these planes are, I forgot the term she used, but wire-based. And they were showing these old wires like in their factories, like they would just fucking explode and it would cause fire and it would get rid of all the wires. And they were like, if one wire goes in a plane, like your whole navigation could go, your ability to even control the plane could go. Like y'all are just throwing faulty wires in and it like it's nothing.
See, I don't like hearing about this shit. 'Cause that's giving me anxiety. Next time I gotta get on the flight, I'm gonna start thinking about all this shit.
2 weeks.
And then I'm gonna start looking at every fucking nut and bolt on the fucking wing.
Why do you think I be
Like
drinking
that
on planes?
shit looks shaky right there.
To try not to think. I hate when pilots be trying to make jokes. I was like, dog, we are in a tube going 500 miles an hour, 30,000 feet in the air. Don't make a fucking
And
joke.
I don't know what you were
Keep
doing
your
last
eyes
night.
on the
Yeah.
road, Duke.
Yeah, don't crack no jokes. This ain't fun time.
Nothing about this is funny or it's weird. It's actually weird that we're this high going this fast. I
Yeah.
shouldn't be able to
Humans
get to
should
LA
not
in
be able
5
to-
hours.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But if Elon gets that bullet
It's
train
not
done,
happening, Ma.
sign me up.
Okay,
If I can get to LA in an hour, sign me up.
I'm cool.
You ain't fucking with
Nah,
it?
let me know. Text me when you get there.
Your body will be in LA. Your fucking soul will still be in Cleveland
Word.
somewhere.
You're gonna
Oh,
leave
man.
your fucking shoulder and leg
I
in
watched-
Chicago.
I watched Inventing Anna.
So you
so
finally
you
watched it?
watched
I
Okay.
finally watched it. Great story, man.
They killed me in my mentions.
Why?
Said that I was encouraging white privilege and that I was saying white privilege is great because I think she's great. More than one person told me that.
God, people just be wanting to just like, all right, whatever. I think the story was great. I do love the fact that obviously she's and I don't like to say off or I hate saying on the spectrum, but I think that it takes a different way of thinking and a certain amount of confidence and
Delusion too.
delusion to do what she did.
Mm.
But the way the lawyer broke it down, you know, what exactly did she do wrong? Or is it the people wanted to believe she was this German heiress and they wanted to, you know, take care of her because then it's like, yeah, we took care of a German heiress. She stayed here. She did this, da da da.
Mm.
So it's like, what are y'all really mad at? The fact that
Well,
she isn't a German heiress,
No,
or
there was fraud and money. She stole money from her friends. She did some foul shit.
that's when it got fucked up, when she started doing that. But as far as like her staying at, you know, resorts and hotels for months on end and not paying the bill and this, that, and the third, it's kind of like, what are y'all mad at? The fact that she's not the German heiress or that a bill wasn't paid.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I like the way the lawyer in the movie, he came with that angle because it's true. It's like everybody lies a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, you go on Instagram, you put a filter on, you take pictures in front of a car that isn't yours and this, that, and that, whatever. It's like you kind of alter the perception of what's real to an extent, and which is what Anna basically kind of sort of did.
And just with our society, she's gonna get a second chance because we're interested now. Like you see with the Twitter swindler, he's about to get a dating show.
Yeah.
And we're gonna watch.
Because this is the sickest country in the world, right?
Firefest dude is gonna get out of jail and probably team up with Anna and create a doc that we're all gonna watch.
Absolutely. And they're gonna do another festival that we're gonna buy tickets to.
Anna may
That's
create a
not gonna
social
happen,
club.
yeah.
I would go to the social club.
That's
I
a fact.
gotta see what's going on over here.
Yeah. So I get it. I heard she sold the rights to her story to Netflix only for $300,000.
Yeah. I think she was jammed up in a
Yeah, I heard
think
she had
Netflix-
restitution shit to pay, stuff like that, like or some shit going on with her lawyer fees, court fees, or whatever that she had to pay, and she's now currently being held in ICE. Is it ICE detention center? Whenever she gets out of there, she's getting a bag. I can tell you that.
If it's not already done.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna get a bag. Again, I thought the movie was great. Really interesting story. The fact that it's real and this woman was actually being housed right here in New York City. A friend of mine actually knows her. Like I had no idea who this. I didn't know about this story until I think I remember hearing something about when she was going to court and the way she dressing up and all that.
Yeah.
I think I remember that, but I never really knew what was going on with the case. I did until this movie came out on Netflix.
I remember when she got out of jail that day and she went to Soho and was shopping, and everyone was like, "Nah."
Yeah,
like there's no.
I think
way.
I remember that, but I didn't know what the case was about. But either way, Invent Ann on Netflix, great movie. If you didn't see it, I think you should check it out.
The what's the girl's name? It comes out on Hulu, I think in March, about shorty that scammed all of Silicon Valley. There's a great documentary on Netflix about. Can you pull up her name? They're about to do a similar series like that.
She did what? She Silicon Valley.
So essentially, she came up with this idea, like when you get your blood drawn.
Mm-hmm.
It can go into the lab and they can figure out certain things about what's going on in your body and shit like that, right? So she came up with this idea that she would create almost like a vending machine where you could literally just go up, get your finger pricked, and then it'll show you on a screen all the things about your body.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth Holmes. So there is a series coming out on Hulu about Elizabeth Holmes. This has just been Scammer Month. Like let's get all the scammer shit out now. This is great.
I like how all of this has happened during like a Black History Month when we were supposed to be like highlighting like Black people that were very
just white scammers instead.
No, this is white scammers. This is white scammer month. Like the whites just scammed us again, made us think that this was Black History Month.
We're a scamming race.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know the history.
We're being scammed out of Black History Month right in front of our eyes. But whatever. Invent Anna was great. Elizabeth Holmes. I hope your story is great too. So whoever else is robbing the fucking government of thousands and millions of dollars, I hope your fucking story is great.
So she went to Silicon Valley to get all this funding. She got over like $1 billion from all the notable names we know out there, and they like thought she was going to be the next one. Like she's the next Steve Jobs type shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she started, at that point, then actually had to create this idea. Was bullshitting about all her background with medical shit, the doctors she had that could say this is possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep it quick. In her office, she had like the first example of one, the test shit.
Mm-hmm.
So she had all the investors and billionaires that gave her the money come get their finger pricked and their blood taken, and then said, yo, y'all wanted a tour of the office, and then took them for a tour of the office to distract them. And then she went and did the blood results the real way that you do at the doctor, and then just took them on a tour while the results were happening. They think their results were instant. And then they just came back after the tour and the day in meetings and got their results on the screen.
And she was faking a lot of results too. She was faking results.
She was going crazy.
Oh yeah, she's
wild. She's ill.
Yeah, I definitely got to watch that.
Was it HBO? I said Netflix. The doc is really, really good. I think it came out last year.
What confuses me is that like she didn't think that this was gonna come out. Like, what's the whole point? You know that you can't do this, so.
No, I think it's a similar behavior with her, Firefest dude, and Anna, where it's just like, let me just get to the next step in the scam, and I'll figure it out after that. Not thinking about, like, with the Firefest shit is like, all right, no, we have no food, and we promised them 5-star meals. All right, well, just get them bread and cheese, and there'll be food, and I'll figure it out from there. Like, they just move on to the next little thing and solve that to buy themselves another 2 days. And that's just the behavior they have.
It says she will pay $500,000 in a fine as part of the settlement arrangement, and she is barred from serving as director or officer of a public company for 10 years. So $500,000, and she can't be the CEO of anybody for 10 years.
Yeah, that's all right.
Super light.
Yeah, for the bag she probably got off with.
Is what's the Firefest guy's name? Billy something?
Ja Rule.
Magnesis. I still believe. I still believe in it.
Yo. Billy McFarland.
Is he out of jail?
I don't think so. No, he's still incarcerated right now.
Yeah, but he's probably at one of them fucking fancy jails where you get massages and play tennis. I'm sure Billy's doing all right.
Yeah, he had a podcast, but he was in solitary because they found out he had a podcast.
Wait, he was sneaking a pod out of the jail?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, Tax.
How is he not?
Tax, come on, bro. I need that jail pod.
Oh my God.
Let's get it going.
We can do the calls?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to Tax, man.
Shout out to my guy Tax. I gotta get in touch with him, see how he's doing.
For sure. No,
is this trial coming up? It should be coming up, right?
I say that every pod. I have no fucking idea.
I feel like this trial definitely should be coming up.
Well, Troy has been on a press run, so I wasn't sure if this was for music or for the trial rollout.
Having a rollout for a trial.
They said the date was set for November 2nd, 2021. So
for the trial?
Yeah.
I remember when they said that, and then we never heard anything. But We shall see.
So November 22nd.
No, it was supposed to be of last year, and they said Troy Ave's paperwork came out in that November. He said he pleaded not guilty for the murder, and he pleaded guilty receiving a firearm in interstate commerce with the intent to commit another felony.
Well, that was tax
possession charge. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Troy.
So.
Well, I want to hear the Billy podcast because that's hysterical. What was he? Does it say what he was talking about? What is Billy getting off on the pod from prison?
Let me go see it.
Firefest, I still believe.
That should be a thing, though. You should be allowed to have a podcast from prison.
No, you should not.
Why not?
Why not?
Listen.
Shine did a whole album over the phone.
Yeah.
So nobody can do a pod over the phone?
I definitely would think, or not even just have some type of equipment set up for them to do that from prison. Why not?
There's some recording shit in certain prisons.
Absolutely. You should. I think that should definitely be a part of the prison program.
Oh, the name of it was called The Dumpster Fire, but it was spelled like Firefest.
That Billy.
Serving
He's
6
gonna get
years
it
for
done.
fraud
Trying
can
to
be heard
rebrand it.
discussing his various hijinks and their aftermath in detail from a prison phone. Yeah, so it was like a prison phone type of thing. Podcast.
I don't know, man. Billy was kind of a gangster on the low. He was indicted, facing charges, and then went and lived in a hotel with no money and a credit card and was on the phone filming himself scam other people.
I like it. I like that type
Guys,
of
let's
shit.
do a
And then
festival.
Oh, I thought you said, guys, let's scam.
No,
That's where I thought you was going with that.
I mean, I didn't say
guys.
that. I didn't for purposes. Brandy would tell me not to say that. To say, guys, let's do a festival.
I mean,
No, I think we would do a dope ass festival though.
I kind of did one, guys, and no one got scammed. Except for me.
Except for you.
Yo,
Yo, you being the one that gets scammed
That's how it goes,
is
bro.
fucking crazy. Like this is my company.
Can y'all not? Oh God.
Oh, Rory.
Barclays Center 2024. See you there.
That would be dope though to do a festival, like just like a 1 weekend thing. Just try it.
The Nasty Festival.
No.
Not
No,
Freak
man.
Nick.
Put your pants on.
Not
in
free.
there.
Yeah. Eden.
Eden is the new Freak Nick.
Definitely.
Eden, can we have you and your girl on the pod and interview you guys one day?
God, no.
Why not?
Why?
I'm afraid.
Too many NDAs that you guys signed?
Yeah, basically.
Fucking eyes wide shut. You guys can't. Come on.
Are you guys swingers?
Oh, now the fucking equipment is just malfunctioning.
Yeah, now,
All right,
now it doesn't
cool.
work.
Sorry, the mic doesn't work. What happened?
Yeah.
Swingers. Are you guys swingers?
No. No, we're not swingers.
I don't believe it.
I think there's a way to get around that.
Mhm.
Do you participate in group sex together?
No.
I don't believe you lying, mother.
Yeah.
You lying to me? To us?
The architect?
What
Would
gives
never.
off that idea that we're swingers?
Oh, I don't know. All the stuff that you post in the videos you send us of you swinging?
Most of those pictures were for you, but from my friend.
Yeah, that you was swinging with.
No, but you know.
No, we don't know.
He's a terrible liar. Like, don't ever.
Peach, put Eden on the cover of Swingers.
Oh, don't do that, Peach.
That'll be so funny.
Please.
But yeah, Eden, you're a bad liar. You should work on it. It's not a good trait to be a bad liar.
I mean, have you guys ever had a unicorn in your bedrooms?
A unicorn?
Yeah, that's like a third person you find particularly.
So
See, that's
I've
why I
never
know
had
you're
a
a swinger, because
threesome.
we don't even know that fucking terminology, bro.
A
Like,
unicorn. What?
People actually ask for those a lot in like dating websites for unicorn.
Threesomes? Yeah, I know they do.
yeah, when I was on,
it's not just dating websites, it's just the life.
When we
It's real
all
life.
created that dating, when we all creating that dating app, for content, of course, that people will eventually see. There were a lot of people on there that were like, "We're just looking for a girl for our relationship." I'm like, "Girl, anybody fucking you and your crusty ass boyfriend?"
You'd be surprised.
You absolutely would.
Yes, you'd be surprised.
Just listen to Eden right now.
Yeah. LeBron wants to play with his son. He said he's willing to take a pay cut, so he's staying in the league till he's 49 when Bronny is eligible.
He won't be 49.
He won't be
A lot
49.
sooner than that. But yeah, I said that years ago. I said that at this point, Bron is waiting for his son to get drafted, and I didn't know that he was going to make a statement saying the same team. I thought he wanted to be
Like,
just in the league. Like, and then possibly match up against his son, which would be dope.
I would like that.
But I mean, seeing them set up a pick and roll for each other would be just as amazing. To see a father and son actually play at the highest level together would just be. Obviously, we never seen it before. I don't think we'll see it again.
Let's get Bronny to the Knicks.
That could happen.
That's
The
some
Knicks will
pressure
have
to
a
put on
lottery.
your kid,
They'll
though.
have a lottery pick.
Not to say obviously Bronny is nice. We've seen his highlights for high school, but
Mhm.
That just don't mean you go into the league.
Yeah, it's not. Well, since
you think the powers that be will, no matter what, Bronny will get drafted somewhere.
Well, here's the thing. Since LeBron came out and actually said what he said, there's no doubt about it that Bronny will be drafted into the NBA. If for whatever reason, if they feel like he's not good enough, he still will be drafted.
Yeah.
For marketing alone, LeBron's already made it clear he doesn't care what team it is. He just wants to play on the team with his son. So any team that has the pick when, Bronny is eligible for draft, they will.
Imagine him like, I don't want to wish this on him, but if he was injured or whatever, and they was like, number one pick, let me just take the injured kid so we can get Bron.
No, but that's what a lot of people were saying after LeBron said what he said about he wants to play on the team.
Yeah.
They're like, that's basically him ushering his son into the league. Like,
well,
now
Cleveland did it with Bron. They tanked for fucking like 4 years straight when he was a junior high to get him.
Yeah, but LeBron was not. It was a no-brainer. He was going to be the number one pick.
Oh, for sure. But I'm saying Cleveland kind of forced themselves into that pick specifically with Bron. And Bron wanted to stay in Ohio, so it all made.
Yeah,
that was a plot.
I get it.
His mother got a Hummer.
Yeah,
like
I get it. But I like it, man. Just being able to see that is so inspirational, man. Just the fact, and it's a testament to LeBron and keeping his self in shape for all of these years to be able to still be in the NBA when his son is eligible to play and be drafted. That's just some super, super dope shit. So salute to the James family, because that you can dream about that as a father, like being able to play a professional sport with your son, but to see that it's actually gonna happen is fucking crazy.
Do we owe LeVar Ball an apology? Not that we ever say anything bad, but
oh no, people do. And I think people have started to apologize and eat their words a little bit about LeVar Ball. Because what did he do wrong? What people were mad about? He just believed in his sons. And he helped them achieve their goals and their dreams, pushed them, instilled hard work in them, and instilled the values of family in them.
And one of which is now in the was in the All-Star game.
Yeah, like I don't see, people thought LeVar Ball was crazy. Was he a little obnoxious maybe?
Sure.
Yeah. Was he a little, off the wall a little bit with his things he was saying? Yeah.
I don't like that he's been quiet. Come back on First Take.
Well, he's been quiet because it's kind of like, I told you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't got to, people know now. Like
I bought the shoes, never got them though.
You bought the BBBs?
Mm-hmm. They never sent them to me.
So where's your money? Just
in LeVar Ball's pocket.
In the metaverse?
Yes.
They NFT'd your money?
I got scammed again, bro. Jesus, I'm such an easy target.
They NFT'd your money. That's crazy as fuck.
Speaking of basketball, Juwan Howard, I like it. I like it, but they stand your ground too afterwards.
Yeah,
he touched me, I touched him back. What more is there to say?
Well, that coach didn't touch him. The coach that he ended up hitting didn't touch him. The first coach kind of tried to stop him from walking away from him.
Don't stand next to your man.
Ball-headed to me.
Yeah, but the second coach that, or I guess one of the assistant coaches that Juwan Howard ended up hitting in the face, he didn't touch Juwan Howard. He may have been saying some things that Juwan didn't like, but he didn't put a hand on him.
Okay, if you and I are at the club and I go up and touch someone and you're next to me as my mans, and then you just get hit by proxy, that person's not wrong.
They was wrong for calling that timeout. That was a little unsportsmanlike. But again, Juwan Howard was going to be suspended. We know that, obviously.
For sure.
But I think that he's going to regret that, because as a coach, as a head coach, as a black head coach of your alma mater, and trying to be an example of young black men, you can't lose your cool like that. I get it, I understand, but you got to have more restraint than that. Having words and all of that, that's fine. But when you talk about hitting someone in the face, when you take it to that level, and then now your teammates are involved and they're getting ready to fight the other team. Yeah, you see how that just puts everybody in
not great leadership.
Yeah, it puts everybody in a bad position. One of the kids ends up hitting one of the other coaches, and it just
you get messy.
Yeah, that one, your action is a reaction, and they could have got bad for your players. So I understand, you know, the emotion behind it, and you were upset and everything. And then, like I said, the head coach stopped you from trying to walk away from him and all of that. And having words, I totally get, but you gotta show some more restraint in that. And I'm sure he's addressed his team and they spoke about it and everything. He'll serve a suspension and move on and be back on the sidelines coaching.
He can't catch a break with timeouts, huh?
It's something that has followed him in his basketball career. Something about them timeouts.
PTSD with them timeouts. He just had to get his
that's
shit
what
off.
I'm saying. You understand? I get it. It's like, yo, here go another timeout that I don't like. That is fucking with me. But yeah, you got to show more restraint in that, especially when you're the head coach and trying to be an example and a leader for these young guys. So, but shout out to Juwan Howard, man. Listen, man. We all get emotional and lose our cool at times. He's human. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It happens. So it is what it is.
Before we wrap, should we get into Atlanta business? Should we be messy and get into shit we don't know about?
Decatur is not Atlanta. Gwinnett is not Atlanta.
It's a pretty good impression.
I love that fucking song.
You listen to Amaretta? She's dope. I've heard a few of her freestyles before. I'm not going to say I'm super well versed in her. I've just seen one or two.
I've heard some of her music before. She's a dope artist. I like
from
her.
Atlanta, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Actual Atlanta.
Yeah, I like her.
Atlanta Twitter was going crazy this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They were falling apart.
Why? Explain to the people that may not
know.
Well,
she did a freestyle explaining that the metro Atlanta area is not technically Atlanta. And she started naming off the towns that we all know as, especially as outsiders, that we thought are, like I always assumed East Point, College Park, all that shit was Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I never knew it wasn't. Mm-hmm. So she was aggressively telling the metro area that they are not from Atlanta.
So who's from Atlanta?
Damn near nobody.
Just her.
She's the only one from Atlanta. That's what artists do. I'm only one from here. I get it.
I seen JD posted it. That's when I first saw it, and he said, "I like this type of energy." And then Bow Wow commented, "JD, you from North Carolina?"
Yo, I'm dead.
But no, the freestyle is good, and I see it cause some controversy.
Yeah, I mean, you need that sometimes, though. Mm-hmm. You need to get those conversations started and put a fire under some of these Atlanta artists. And not that they need it because they've been on a tear for the last 20 years, but
then other cities started getting involved with it. Houston Twitter was going nuts. Mm-hmm. They were saying most cities, not Houston. They were going down the whole list.
Oh, so this is like a domino effect. Now every city's going to start saying that, all right, Staten Island, I don't know how long y'all going to...
Nah, don't do that. What would Westchester is not New York. Long Island is not New York.
Mount Vernon is not New York.
Ours would be so trash. Yonkers is not New York. No, it's literally 5 boroughs. You can name them. We know what the 5 are.
Yeah, that's it. And that's New York in a nutshell.
There is more to New York than
100%.
I saw JD and B. Cox and Jonte was in the studio with Halle
Berry.
Is that her name?
Bailey.
Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey from the
Chloe's sister.
Oh, the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
The younger one.
Yeah.
What? She's
Don't ever refer to her as the other one.
I'm not in the world that they target. She's in the Disney crew.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Chloe is who they target. I'm the target audience for that.
Yeah.
Titties and NPCs.
Yeah.
She is with the Disney characters.
Titties and NPCs.
So that's my algorithms. So, so they're trying to get her into the mature bag now.
Well, she can't get too mature because she's the Little Mermaid. So there's a certain direction.
How old is she?
If I'm not mistaken, Halle is, I want to say 22.
Okay.
But Zendaya is doing that. She got out of her Disney bag and 21. Her superhero bag.
She's 21 and then
did heroin.
Chloe
Zendaya?
is 23.
Zendaya, I'm sorry.
It took a while for Zendaya to get out of her Disney bag.
Yeah.
She's very long time.
She's out.
She out
They got
now.
Chloe out that bag quick. Not that she was in the Disney bag, but she was in the young... These are two young
but
YouTube
they never
sisters.
made YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. They never made young music. If you listen to
their
their
first
music,
album is
older people like their music more than like younger people.
First album is incredible.
Yeah,
and is I wouldn't say mature, but it is for adults. Like it's not a kid album. It's not Kids Bop, but looks wise, they still came off as like the young girls that Beyonce found on YouTube. Well,
yeah,
not that found.
Well, she's in the studio with 3 of those guys that really make hits and for real and write amazing records. So we got to see what's to come from that.
And they said, and Jonte Austin said she's one of she's a really good writer, and he was like, nah, Halle got that pen.
Oh, both of them are extremely talented.
Exactly. So for him
I don't
to say
think that was ever questioned.
That's one hell of a stamp. As a songwriter, that's one hell of a stamp.
Look what Atlanta is trying to take the two sisters. Gunna took the older one.
Yep.
JD and crew is taking her. Yo, you are not from Atlanta, Chloe Bailey.
She is now.
What zone are you from?
Yeah.
Wherever Gunna from. For the time being, because you know how these relationships are.
Look at you, bitter, already trying to get them to break
up. You know
up.
how these relationships go. They're together until the summer, and then
until the next single.
She's back twerking on her Instagram, TikTok. You know how that goes. Currency, back to music though. Currency continuous album, Big Crit, Digital Roses. Digital Roses don't die
or get charged, according to Damaris. That was funny. Fuck y'all.
Give us a chance to laugh.
No,
it was coming.
I wanted to keep going because it was a corny joke.
That is a digital rose that Damaris has,
and yeah, it never charged.
Are you gonna NFT your? You should NFT your vibrator.
Can you NFT a vibrator?
Apparently, you can NFT anything.
NFTs are digital images.
All right, so take a picture of your vibrator.
So take a picture of your vibrator. Let Peach run it through the digital system, NFT it.
Run it through the digital system.
Yeah, what fucking digital system?
What system is
he
that?
don't know.
Oh man,
the Matrix.
Everybody keep hitting me up to my y'all should NFT. Fuck that. Listen, let's just be honest with this NFT shit.
I'm gonna NFT that last episode. Our last episode is gonna NFT fucking.
Listen, man, this NFT shit, y'all got to stop creating the world. We're already in a world. People know that, right? Stop trying to create another world, bro. Like I get it.
We could be the creative world from another world. This one.
We could be the NFTs.
Yeah. We might be an NFT
apparently
right now.
we are the NFTs.
We could be in a digital world. We just don't know it.
Listen, man.
It's like Inception. It's dream on top of dream on top of dream on top of dream.
Playing my life like a fucking Sims. The shit that be happening to me, I'm like, nah, somebody has a controller somewhere and they just having a fucking blast.
We're all being controlled. We know that.
By Trump.
Ma.
2024. Donnie is back.
The Big Crit album, though, is actually really, really good. He went, not to say Crit hasn't been singing before or anything, but it's super, super melodic. It's very like, speaking of Atlanta, like Goody Mob type shit. I really enjoyed it. I actually really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you had to chat about that a couple times this weekend.
I hope it gets the proper recognition that it deserves, because he definitely put out a quality album. That's real music on that shit. So shout out to Crit.
And some sad news, rest in peace to British music entrepreneur Jamal Edwards, who suddenly passed away over the weekend at the age of 31.
Crazy. Prayers
and condolences to Jamal Edwards and his family.
Absolutely.
Some sad news out of the UK. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think we pretty much...
Yeah, we'll be back.
We'll be back in a couple days. See what the hell's going on. I think we have some shit going on this week, right? We got to be models for a day. Yeah, we got to be models for a day. We got a photo shoot this week that Damaris wants us to be beautified for.
We're going head to head in a battle. Won't say of what yet.
Yeah, we have
heels though.
Rory and I are battling. When's our battle? Friday?
Yeah.
We have a battle Friday.
It's Thursday.
I don't know if
Thursday. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I'll beat his red bottoms. I don't know if that'll win in that bracket.
With the spikes? You gonna bring the red bottoms with the spikes?
I have never owned a pair of those.
Don't do that. Did you have the Prada sneakers?
You didn't have the Prada sneakers?
If you ain't had a Prada
loser.
sneakers, there's no way you from Uptown you ain't had a Prada sneakers.
Never. I was never into... Yo, look, honestly, I was never into designer sneakers.
That makes sense.
Like, I was never
the Pradas, I feel like, even if you weren't into designer sneakers, those Pradas everyone had.
I wasn't into designer sneakers.
You were still wearing Jordans?
I was wearing sneakers, or if I wanted to go like the dressy sneaker route, it would be like
Wallabies.
Not Wallabies.
Not the Wallabies.
Yeah, I wouldn't do Wallabies.
Remember when Wallabies was the dress up shoe for a second?
Absolutely.
I almost, first communions I wore Wallabies.
See, Uptown niggas, we wore Maury's. That was our thing. But the Prada sneakers, I never did the Prada sneakers though.
No, I could see you giving hard bottoms at the club.
Yeah, I wore shoes when that had to be a thing. That was a nasty... Making dudes wear shoes to the club.
Oh my God. Them hard bottoms.
That's
with
nasty.
Loose ass button up shirt I used to have.
Because they thought that we wasn't going to fight because we had shoes on. No, it's niggas worse. Was getting it shaking. We were mad we had shoes on.
Yeah.
Like, so now we
slipping and falling too.
Now we in the party looking like the baby when he was beating up Danny Lay's brother. Like, we going to get it shaking right here too, nigga. Fuck y'all talking about? With these shoes on.
Oh my.
Niggas get fucked up in slacks and shoes too. Don't get it twisted.
And bowling shoes.
Yeah, don't get it fucked up.
I just feel for the baby's publicist so much. What an exhausting job.
Yeah, that guy keeps his publicist busy.
Yo,
she gonna earn that
every
money.
6 months, I will be asking for a raise.
She gonna
every
earn that.
6
She
months,
gonna earn that
up
fucking
my
money.
price for real.
Why are publicists always like? Why are all the good publicists always women? It's something behind that.
Because women know how to
spin.
Yeah, and how to make shit look the way it's not. And
gotta watch them when they off the clock because y'all still spinning shit.
Oh, they're never off the clock.
Yeah, gotta watch them.
Don't
in their
point at me. I ain't your publicist.
I mean, you're a woman, so I'm just I'm not saying you. I'm just saying that gotta watch the women.
Do we have a publicist?
Yes.
What's her name?
Simone.
I'm joking. I know we have a publicist. I'm just joking.
And Simone sound like a good publicist name. Like, oh yeah, she does well.
Let me tell you something. Simone gonna get it done.
For sure.
Absolutely. She gonna get the job done.
I gotta email her.
Maul could kill a hooker and we'd be all right.
Knowing Simone, I would definitely be able to get away with that.
Out of our whole entire staff, I'm trying to think of which one of y'all would be most likely to kill a hooker.
Oh, me for sure.
To kill a hooker?
It would definitely be Rory or
No,
Karl.
it would be Eden because that's the world. He's around them all the time.
And he's curating the vibe.
Eden would marry the hooker. You or
no,
Karl?
he would kill her.
I'd use her as her last drop.
Karl is not married.
What the fuck did he just say? Did y'all hear the shit that he said?
Karl is not marrying a hooker unless she's a BBW.
He didn't say no.
Come on, Karl. She can't be white.
Not feeding her either.
Karl might kill a white hooker though, because Karl don't like white girls.
Karl,
you don't even feed him.
He won't even feed a white woman.
She would die from starvation. You don't need to kill her.
He's like, yo, I wouldn't feed her, but I wouldn't kill her. Like, fam, she's gonna die.
Eden wouldn't kill a hooker. He would just keep her against her will, shackled in his basement.
That makes sense.
And he would keep her alive.
Isn't that what they're for?
And he would.
Eden, who made that?
You know what? It's
a good way to wrap.
No worry and now.